Hmm. What's up with you? What's up with you? Back at it, man. We got to catch up on this war, man. It's been a minute. More casualties. The war continues. I think they're trying to do something. They keep saying Trump keeps saying that they're about to. Iran wants to stop. It don't seem like it. They don't seem like to me they're not paying him any attention. It's like he thinks he's fooling them. They're like, man, we know you don't want to stop. That's why they continue to hit all the bases. And they told him the strait belongs to us. So if you come through the strait and you don't come through the way we tell you, we're gonna fire a ship. They're still firing those ships going through the strait. They've closed the strait. They control the direction of the war. Look, all of this stuff, and this is Trump. This is just propaganda. And we don't even know the whole casualty rate. The truth is we don't. They're not telling America, which is strange, but this is a different country now. It's strange, man. This war, we'll find out. We'll find out. And Iran and their war, their military is dead, and all their air force, man, that ain't stopping them. They ain't thinking about that. Iran has a arsenal for the next generation. You can't really fight a war like that now. With all of those drones and the way they manufacture drones and the way they educate their people, the way the Iranians educate, they're very smart. And they spend money on that. And they're bunkered down in all those hills and mountains. They got drone factories. All that. It used to be, whoa. 18 troops have died. 600 have been wounded. This is July 26, 2026. But it's only saying up to February. I don't know if this is current. But 18 people have lost their lives over a war that is a complete waste of time. The United States shouldn't be over there. They shouldn't even be over there. That is I feel sorry for those families. Good Lord, bro. When I just think about it, families, you got to bury your dead. And yeah, I mean, it sounds terrible, but they died for nothing. All of that Iranian BS, you guys buy that stuff? You really believe that? You really believe that? And Trump, I heard what Trump said. Look, and that's fine. He's the president. You voted for him. He's the president. Now, let's get into this thing with the reflecting pool, right? We'll come back to that world day. Also, oil companies are making and reporting record profits. They said they've never made money. The money they're making now they're filthy. We're talking about within a 3 month or quarter. They're making so much money. They're making so much money in oil, revenue, energy. They're just money because of Trump. Trump's in his stupidity. They are making so much money. And the money's coming out of the Americans' pocket, going to these foreign entities. They're making so much money because of Trump. God, it don't even make sense. And we got American dead. God, bruh. Now let's get into this Jeanine Pirro thing. Now she used to be a Fox News host. I seen on the 5. I think she's a former prosecutor or whatever. So anyhow, they have this pool, right? They claim somebody vandalized the pool. The guy said he was walking by, he saw the paint, and he put his hands on it or something. They claim it was him, and it turns out she dropped all those charges. So it was 4 other people too, which Trump is upset about because guess what? Guess who's responsible? If you can't pin this on, if you can't pin, look, why do we even have to go through this? Trump did it. He screwed it up. It's his fault. He don't want people to know about it. He wants this woman to lie. And just think about this for a minute. These are fucking innocent Americans. He wants them to hold, you want to pin this on them? What did they do? You want to pin this on them. They didn't do anything. You screwed it up. You hired the contractor. He screwed up the pool. It's your fault. Of course, he brought up Biden. And what does that got to do with anything? Biden, no, that's the first thing he does. This guy. I mean, come on, man. This guy. And it's whole. Let me talk about this Roland Martin. The Roland Martin thing. Allegedly, he cheats on his wife. I don't know what he does. Allegedly, right? What's the big deal? I cannot believe these people. You guys all in that man bedroom like that, like you really want to see that man naked and stuff. I heard the guys. Y'all say, for what? What do you want to see? Man, you some weird. It is some weird. Let me tell you, a lot of these YouTubes, keep listening to them. They tell on themselves. Talking about they want to see that man in a video. You for real? Now, we really don't have no time for that because it's foolishness. But I'm bringing it up to say this. Trump had to pay off a prostitute. Trump cheats. So what's the big deal that somebody got caught dealing with somebody outside there? But it don't matter. It don't matter. I guess because he says vote for the Democratic Party, you want to watch his movie. What does that got to do with you? You can vote for whomever you want. You want to vote for the Republican? Vote for the Republican. Why do you need somebody to tell you who to vote for? They're just saying it's so much. It's so revealing, this Roland Martin. It just shows you how stupid these Negroes are. He's a influencer. He's a Democratic influencer. The guy that's on CNN, the Scott Jennings, he's a Republican influencer. They're both influencers. What about them? What about them? So if they're human beings and they make the same mistakes, I'm going to vote the other way, or I'm going to vote a certain kind. What they got to do with my voting? But anyhow, that's them. That's them. Let them go look at a naked Roland Martin. Look, check this out. And we're not going to waste that. That's foolishness. And you got to, let me just shows you how stupid these Negroes are to even talk about stuff like that. But let's keep going. Look, right here, Donald Trump, he wants Jeanine Pirro to lie. Why are we beating around the bush? He wants her to lie. And isn't that what Michael Cohen saying? That's what Trump does. He said, he won't tell you to lie. He'll say, make it go away. He'll say, fix it. Because from a legal standpoint, you're doing it. See, he's not going to tell you to do that because he could be brought in. But if he makes if he alludes to, hey, you need to fix this or do it this way. This is the guy, Michael Cohen, who went to jail because of Trump. Trump tried to do this to her. Look, a lot of these people, and look, more power to Jeanine. More power to Jeanine. More power to Jeanine Pirro. More power to her. She stood up to Trump. That woman's trying to protect her reputation. She's trying to protect her professional future. And why would she want to send innocent people? Why would she want to pin charges on innocent people to save Trump? No, bro, you messed up. Just say you screwed up. Simple as that. I don't blame her. She did the right thing. What's wrong with that? She did her job. She ain't supposed to pin things on innocent people. And that goes back to the whole Trump and the racism and the full page ad and the Central Park fight. And he tried to pin that on black guys. He tried to. Then he got up and lied and said they did it. They never said that. Trump, that was a lie. I saw when Trump said that. But Trump's something else, bro. This guy's something else, bro. And I really don't, you know what? I want to talk about him today. I really don't have the time to waste on him. It's just a waste of time, brother. And this is ridiculous. We're supposed to all be Americans. Can you believe this? These guys talking about they MAGA and they Republicans. You want them to lie? You want somebody to be punished with some shit they didn't do? They didn't do it. He took a pocket knife, and scraped up the pool line. And no, you can't do that. All that peroxide, come on, just, man, I saw all those buckets and bottles of peroxide they was pouring in that pool trying to get the algae down. Man, they need to just, I don't know what they need to do. Maybe they need to drain it and fill it in. But they can't take care of it. Clearly they can't. And who got millions? This guy who did this pool still got millions of dollars. Millions of, what is going on, man? Because most people tell you, man, it don't take no $1 million to fix that pool. You go talk to pool contractors. They said once you drop it, once you go in and treat it, you can set that thing up where it won't develop algae and it's protected. I don't know who he's using. I don't know. I don't know. Look at this right here. Already, if criminal minds know nothing will stop them, there we go, Democratic Party. There we go, already. Damn, bro, y'all so caught up in this partisanship. This is about the Democrats? She works for Trump. This is about the Democratic Party. You brought up, why are you bringing the Democratic Party up? They were supposed to fix the pool. They didn't fix the pool. Good Lord, brother. What's wrong with these people? I don't even understand this, bro. How stupid can you be? The Democratic Party? Trump is a chump, just like all the Dems and Republicans. All a WWE act. We hate each other in the ring, but we have dinner together. You're probably right about that. You're right. The WWE, it might be revealed that, what's the guy who owned it? I don't forgot his name. McMahon. I don't remember his name. It's McMahon something. It might be him. He might be the puppet master behind all this Trump stuff. Maybe. But at the end of the day, I'm glad she didn't do it, man. We still got to look out for each other. If we're innocent, man. I mean, Trump is upset that she did her job. Is this ridiculous? I mean, that's ridiculous what he's doing. He's upset with her? What did you hire her to do? Man, this is crazy, bro. Don't give me this Overton window BS too. Don't give me this Overton window BS. He needs got to. That's what you want. You want an administration that just lies. And I can look in the chat, and many of the Republicans or the MAGA, they can't admit when they're wrong. They're just like Trump. It's a matter of time. Joe Biden, they haven't said him yet, but they're going to bring up Joe Biden. They're going to bring him up in a minute. They haven't said anything. Where's it at? He said Obama. Come on, where my Joe Biden at? Blame Joe Biden. That's all you got, right? Now he coming in with the gay stuff. The Democratic Party, you gonna make your kid. There you go, bro. Keep talking. I'm talking about this right here, brother. Trump's the president now. Okay? Democrats can't save me. The Democrats ain't gonna save you, and neither is the Republicans. The Democrats have all types of problems. You see, you don't see me up here caping for the Democrat. You think because I'm bringing up what Trump's doing, I'm quote unquote caping for the. No, I'm not. I am not. I'm saying that he wants this woman to lie. You got to be crazy, man. He's doing a fantastic job. Why does he want this woman to lie? Why did he hire her and wants her to lie? We just told you that they've got the war casualties. We don't have a full example. We don't know. If you go and look at all these other foreign news agencies, they're reporting completely different to what Americans report. And they're saying Americans are lying. They're saying the American press, they've never seen it like that before. He controls the American press. He controls them. Like the stream, brother. Jeanine Pirro. Jeanine Pirro. Jeanine Pirro. She says drop the charges. She says that pool, the contractor who came in, he messed that pool up. He said they was trying to get it. It was a rush job because of the 4th of July. Trump goes on a tirade about Obama and Joe Biden and how bad they are. This is so pathetic too, bro. This is so pathetic. When you say Donald Trump, and you can disagree with Obama and Joe Biden, you could call them whatever names you want. They're liberals. But are you joking, man? Donald Trump, pound for pound against those guys. Look at this clown. Donald Trump's a clown. He's a reality show host. How many mistakes does this guy make? And the whole he's not even telling America how many casualties were. He's not even telling the citizens how many people have lost their lives. You guys, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I know. And then you got the bigots and the racists. That's all you got is your racism, man. That's why you like Trump. And that's a lot of that is. A lot of that, the only reason they like Trump because, and they really want him. Trump just endorsed a Muslim. Trump just endorsed a Hassan dude in Ohio. They want Trump to be so racist. Trump is not what you think he is. That's why you guys look like stupid fools with your ridiculous MAGA pursuit. And he's up here endorsing Hassan. You're walking around with a MAGA hat on, and you hate black people, you hate foreigners, and Trump's endorsing a MAGA guy. He's endorsing a Hassan. And you're mad. You say, okay, well, Trump's going to have this move. Man, Trump ain't thinking about you. And oil profits are at a record high. They are at a record high. They've never made this much money. They're making so much money off the American people, so much $6, $7 gas. These buffoons, all they have is their racism and their ignorance. And they want to see these people prosecuted even though they didn't do anything wrong. Because it would make fearless leader look like he's doing a good job. That's so sad, bro. That's so sad. It would make fearless leader look like he knows what he's doing. Bruh. Anyhow, the topic is he wants her to lie. She's not lying. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. She's not lying. She should stand up to him, say, hey, man, listen, I'm going to do my job, but I'm not going to harass innocent Americans. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. He don't care. Trump doesn't care. Why does he care? And Trump doesn't care about these MAGA fools either. He went down there and he endorsed that black man. I know that bothers you. I know the whole aspect of him endorsing a black man sets these bigot racists off. They see they think they can hide their racism by these YouTube buffoons who cape for them. The Brandon Tate, they think they can hide their race. Bro, ain't nobody, black people not falling for that, bro. The Democrat. Who started the Klan? The Democrat. It ain't working, bro. Like, share, support. Like, support. Like, share, support. Just check this out. We got Trump. We're going to let Trump talk. We're going to let Trump run his mouth. And it's going to go left. But I'm going to leave it up. Fair use, fair use. Here's Trump commenting on this reflecting pool. Check it out.
Please.
Have you spoken to Jeanine Pirro about her decision to drop?
No, Jeanine Pirro made a mistake. There was
What happened?
vandalism. I just told you we did, I think, 78. One of the things was the reflecting pool. Please.
Have you spoken to Jeanine Pirro about her decision to drop?
No, Jeanine Pirro made a mistake. There was vandalism. I just told you we did, I think, 78.
How would the president know? Like, he's not that close to the investigation. How the fuck would he know what happened? You see how ridiculous that is? He tells the investigator what happened.
Please.
Have you spoken to Jeanine Pirro about her decision to drop?
No, Jeanine Pirro made a mistake. There was
I have no idea why this thing keep going. Let me move this thing around. I don't know. It's not working, man. Hold up. I don't want to give it to me, man. I don't want to give it to me. It starts out, then it stops.
Please.
Have you spoken to Jeanine Pirro about her decision to drop?
No, Jeanine Pirro made a mistake. There was
That's ridiculous. Anyhow, it's not playing. I don't know why.
I just told you we did, I think, 78. One of the things was the reflecting pool. Hasn't worked since 1922 because it always leaked. It always leaked from 1922. You know, it's the largest, longest pool ever and all that. The concept is beautiful, but it always leaked because of the size, because of maintenance, whatever. But it was built in 1922, and from the day it was built, it leaked. Biden spent $58 million. Barack Hussein Obama spent much more than that. He said, I have an idea. Let's take the river from,
You believe that? Do you guys believe that? And you know, a lot of you do. That's why you brainwashed. A lot of you guys do believe that this man's not telling you the truth, man.
take the water from the Potomac. So they took the water from the Potomac, and it was putrid. It was putrid. It was a disaster. Biden was a disaster. I said, I'm going to get that fixed, along with Doug Burgum and Department of Interior. And we worked hard on that. Now, we worked hard on all 70. It's actually, I think, 81 now. You saw the new horses that just opened by the bridge with the gold. That was the way they were many years ago. Now they look better than they did many years ago. But these monuments look better than they did when they were originally built. Not just a little fix-up. We made them the way they were, plus. And everyone's so proud. The biggest, one of the bigger jobs was, not really the biggest, believe it or not, but one of the biggest was the reflecting pool. And we did a great job. We sandblasted the stone outside. It was granite, so it doesn't.
That's why it's coming up. Is that why she said it was no vandalism, it was faulty construction because you did such a great job? How would he know all of this?
A long life. We did a great job.
Well, how would the president, like, you just think about it, you're president of the United States, you're at war in Iran. You got to deal with all of these meetings, briefings, right? Why would you know all of this about a pool? Every detail about a pool? This is ridiculous, bro. Donald Trump, bro. I knew I was going to mess it up when I stopped it, so. And it goes on for 8 minutes where he blasts Biden and Obama and talks about how they did a great job and how And she should prosecute the people for vandalism. If they didn't do that. What kind of country do we live in? Is this like when they talk about a king, right? Is this guy? This guy is a king. I mean, he doesn't care about the rule of law. He's saying prosecute him because I say so. And what about the Obama stuff? I thought they found a burn bag. Bro, you believe that, bro? You got to be the God. We found a burn bag, and inside it had election information. You believe that? And what is a burn bag? Like, why would it just be laying about? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Why would it just be sitting there? It's supposed to be burned, but some kind of way it was just set off to the side. Oh, and then you open. Have you seen those things, man? People spit in them. Those things are nasty. Shredded information. A burn bag. Can you believe this, bro? And these people, he just looks at the American people as just imbeciles, especially this MAGA. They have got to be the dumbest group of people in the history of America. They just love this guy. This guy says prosecute innocent Americans. I mean, come on, man. Are we serious, man? Like, okay, vote Republican, man. Vote Republican. Vote Republican. Vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. Vote Republican. Vote Republican. Vote for Trump. Well, why do you have to prosecute innocent people? Shouldn't there be limits? Can you imagine Obama sitting back saying he wants to prosecute innocent people to cover up one of his fuck ups? That's what we've become, though. The bar is so low now, it's acceptable for Trump to demand innocent Americans be held accountable for some shit he did. And nobody says anything. Nobody says a word. And heads off. Look, let me say this. I've been critical of Fox, not a big fan. I think it's a propaganda machine, but hats off to Miss Pirro for being an honorable, decent person. She said they didn't do it. She said she was not given all the information. Once the Department of Interior gave her the rundown, she realized these people didn't cause that problem. And Trump's upset about it. Trump is upset about it. Trump is pissed off. He wants to Trump don't want to be blamed. He want to blame that on Obama. He want to blame that on Joe Biden. He said, Joe Biden and Joe Biden. Isn't that something, bro? YOLO says Trump is a snake oil salesman and MAGA bought it all. Yep. 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 And they're talking, he's even suggested he might fire her, but he might run into trouble with that because they're not all going to just let him do that. Now you do serve, but there's still, he can't just, if he fires her for this, she's a lawyer, bro. She'll probably wind up settling something, bro, because she's got her reputation. I think she still has a license to practice law. You can't just fire her for doing her job. Her job is not to punish innocent people. That would be the wrong thing to do. To save you from your mistakes. You want her to fall on the sword for your mistake. I'm glad she didn't do it. And I would tell all the people out there, don't give up, man. Just because you see Trump doing his BS and his lies, don't give up. The people in that administration, not all of them, they're not all his puppets. They're not all his puppets. They're not all going to just sit up there and let him do as he please. Not all of them. And she just stood up to him again. And people at Fox News, they're taking note to this. The people in the cabinet are saying, damn, she stood up to Trump. And they're going to stop doing that. They're going to stop letting Trump manipulate and control and abuse his power. And God, man, vote for the Republican. I know you like the Republican Party. Go vote for them. Go buy 2 Trump flags. Go buy you an American flag or whatever kind of flag you want. Put that on your car and ride around and get you a little little megaphone and tell people to vote for the Republican and vote red all the way down and vote Republican, conservative, red. But don't encourage people to prosecute innocent people because you want to protect fearless leader because he done fucked up again. He done went out there and fucked up again, and now you want some innocent Americans to take the blame for that. Look, hats off to Pirro. Hats off to her. Thank you. Respectability. Thank you for being honest and reaffirming our faith in America and our fellow Americans. Thank you. Don't let this guy, and I don't blame her. She said, hey, I'm here to do a job. I'm not here to lie for you. And he said, in the process of me lying for you, I'm punishing innocent people. They're innocent. So you want me to cover for your fuck up? And she didn't do it. And she didn't do it. And she didn't do it. Look at this guy right here. This is some conservative moron, right? Look at this guy. What is this? Leviticus? What did you post? Leviticus Cornwall, 1899. Was that your grandpa? That's what they name? Yeah, okay. Well, I got you. Okay, some biblical name. No. Don't leave. There we go. Do you really think America's going to elect communists? Who wants them to elect the communists? Where are you getting that from? You ridiculous, nonsensical, imbecile, half-wit moron. But you're listening. Leviticus Cornwall. You know what we're going to do for you, though, Mr. Leviticus? We're going to put you in the dungeon, though. You know that? About had it with you anyhow. These guys call me with the most, they come in the chat. And actually, I think this guy's an idiot and he can provide us. You know what? Leviticus, you get a pass. You're so stupid that we need your commentary for the comedy. So keep posting, brother. We're not going to put you in no dungeon. A guy who names himself that and walks around talking about he's some type of political influencer, you're an idiot. So Jeanine said no. She refused to bow down. And we got, and she stood up to Trump and his BS. And conversations about Obama. Having conversation. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I'm going to go sit down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Whole Foods and I'm going to have a hot cup of coffee. I'm going to sit in those tables. And I'm going to engage people about conversations about Obama. I'm going to talk about Barack Obama and his failures. Meanwhile, oil companies are having record profits. I'm going to hop in the car. I'm going to pay $9 gas. I'm going to be misinformed about what's going on in Iran. And I'm going to have a cup of coffee with my fellow Americans. And we're going to have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about Barack Obama. Isn't that ridiculous, man? And that's what these clowns do. What does Obama have to do with what's going on right now? And how many of you people think it's okay for Trump to want to prosecute those people he accused of vandalism? They're not guilty of the crime, but just prosecute them anyhow, right? Just prosecute them anyhow. Are they innocent? They're not guilty of the crime they were accused of. I don't, were they purely innocent? I don't know. But she said no charges. So she said they couldn't prosecute people who are not guilty of the charges. You guys, though, you guys can't wait. You know what? One thing, look, shout out to Trump. Trump, no, there's a group of people, they're ready to kiss his ass. Like Trump said, he could go on Main Street. They're always going to support. Trump knows that. You see him in here too, bro. You didn't know, man. Trump couldn't have done it. You're a liberal. You're a liberal. You disagree with Trump. You're a liberal. He said, you trying to divide the Republic. Who is me? Bro, that's got to be the comment of the century. Me, I don't think anybody would accuse me of trying to divide the Republican Party. Are you serious? Or are you serious, brother? Some of you guys, so you can be a Republican and they still, you ain't doing enough. You're not Republican enough. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? If you Republican, you got to do everything the Republicans tell you to do. You got to believe every lie. Man, the man's already a billionaire. You still got to kiss the ring. You guys are clowns. See, that's where I think there's a departure. When you say conservative politics, okay, I get that. When you say, do you agree with the Democratic Party? Quite a bit I don't agree with in the Democratic Party. Right? But then when you say I got to kiss a ring like a guy's a king, I'm sorry, man. Why? He doesn't need it. He just does that to push you guys buttons. He gives you guys red meat and you guys fall for it every time. Mondani can go back on a leaking boat. I think he's gonna have, if he wants one, I think he's gonna have I hope you know these people are rich, right? Gregory, that man's rich. That man lives a life you can only dream about. You can only shut your eyes and dream. That Mandami guy, that guy is living a wonderful life. Listen to this guy. Look at this. Mandami can go back on a leaking boat. You'll be on one before he will be. And that guy actually met with Trump. He sat right there with the desk. Trump said he didn't disagree with him. That guy's living a wonderful life. And that's the sad thing about a lot of these people. That's why whether they're Democrat or Republican, that's the sad thing about it. You let these politicians gas your head up. And you go out and you do stupid things. These people are filthy rich, man. They're not worried about the price of gas. Trump don't care if it goes up to $15 a gallon. He don't care. You paying for his gas anyhow. Air Force One, the planes, you're paying for all of that. All the upgrades to the plane he got from Quintar, you paid for all of that. Millions, I think $400 million, something like that, to upgrade that plane. He lives on your dime, you dumb fuck. And you up here talking about Mondami? You eating a can of tuna fish and maybe a little bowl of Jell-O. You're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot, man. But hats off to Trump. Trump know guys like you exist. And he plays to you guys. That's how he stays in power. He knows that. He said, these guys are so stupid. I can raise the gas up to $9 and these idiots. What did the guy say? I'll pay $3 a gallon more to keep Iran from having a nuclear weapon. Why does it matter if Iran has one or not? I don't know what Pakistan has it, what India has it. Oh, I don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon. That's the dumbest. You guys are it. You know what? Trump went to China. Remember that? Remember China, and we're gonna raise tariffs, and China's so evil, and I don't like China. Trump went over to China on bended knee with hat in hand. Trump was on bended knee with hat in hand. Praised that man. Jinping, he praised that man. He took Elon over there. Elon took his kid. This is the key thing. If China's so much an enemy and China's so bad and the Chinese are spying on the election and why would you take your 5-year-old kid to a place? He took his kid there. Go look at the YouTube. Elon was running around there. He took his boy. He knew that place was safe. He knew that, man, we ain't no threat to us. We're going to live like royalty over here. He knew it, and he did. And he did. And then you got the stupid MAGA people. They don't see what Trump's doing. They don't see it. They don't want to see it. Man, China making so much money and Iran. Bruh, they got to want this war to continue. They making so much money with that oil. Bruh, record profits, man. And when I say record profits for an oil company, I need to be a little bit more specific. $15 billion in profit, pure profit for a 4-month quarter. $15 billion in profit because of Trump. Because of Trump. All these oil companies are making money, more money they've ever made before because you, American man, Mark Levin said, go brag. I'll pay an extra $5 to keep Iran from having a nuclear. That's the dumbest shit. God, that's why I don't like to do these political things, man. God damn, you guys, can you be that stupid? You bought into that? You bought into that. I'm gonna go to the pump. I'll pay an extra $4 because I don't want Iran to get a nuclear weapon. What? They're that stupid, bro. They're that stupid. I appreciate you now. Leviticus. There we go. Now you're making sense. He said Trump is an embarrassing disaster. What's my plan? Well, my plan is the Republicans let him be held accountable. And that means he would have to govern by the will of the people. Right now, he's protected. But if he's forced to govern by the will of the people, he can't do this stuff. The people don't want to pay $7, $8 gas. So he can't just go to Iran and say, I'll have a war. He can't do it. He got to think about the American people. Yeah, we get attacked or something. Yeah, Iran's not going to attack. They can't attack us. They don't even have the weapons to attack us. You guys go look at a map. That's foolishness. That's nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. Iran, we have other enemies, though. We do have enemies. America has legitimate enemies. But Iran, because of location, they really not a threat to us. Good. And you guys fell for the BS, just like they want to prosecute these innocent people. Trump fucks up and he blames it on somebody. You guys fall, you believe him. God. That's why I gotta applaud Trump. Trump, you just understand people. I don't. I give them way too much credit. You don't. You know they're stupid. You know you can say anything and they're gonna believe you. And then you got money too. That's all it takes. They're putty in your hand. All you got to do is show them you're a billionaire. And these buffoons gonna line up and listen to anything you say. And feed them racism, Obama. Yeah, I don't like that damn Barack. That's all you got to do. You feed them that. Feed them that Barack Obama. And Barack Obama, he ruined this. He's got more criticism for Joe Biden and Barack Obama than he has for Vladimir Putin, who he praises, and Jeanine Pirro, who he went to China on bended fucking knee, hat in hand. He kneeled to that man. God, man, you can't break. Go pay your $9 a gallon gas, and hey, I get it, man. Go pay your $9 a gallon and make them some more. Make them more billions next month. That's what you want, right? That's what you want. And this Obama, the burn bag, when is he going to arrest Obama? He say he found a burn bag. You guys don't even know what that is, do you? I know what a burn bag is. He said he found a burn bag. Not, you know, a lot of those are documented. You just don't leave those. Those are not just left about. That's not a trash bag. That's not something that you leave downstairs. But you guys wouldn't know, and Trump knows you don't know. He knows you don't know. He said the bum bag was under Biden. You mean the burn bag? It was under Biden. It was under Biden's watch. Well, somebody should be going to jail because you can't leave. Those things have to be destroyed. You can't just fucking leave it. Somebody can't give you 3 burn bags and say, take this down to the incinerator, and you put them in the back of your car and go to Walmart. You can't. But you guys don't understand that. But he can say what he want to say, man, because you guys believe him. Where's the arrest? He said he's going to arrest Obama, right? He said they cheated in the 2020 election. He plays victim. You guys fall for that. Woe is me. They cheated in the election. You guys believe me? They cheated in the election. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Good Lord, bro. And I'm so tired. They done left. I am so tired of them bringing up the KK every 5 minutes in the chat. The Democrat. When did I say anything about the Democrats? The KKK. You see what I'm saying? It's the game they play. They can, but you can. I'm gonna say this again. I want you to listen. Vote from whomever you want to. It's a free country. You should vote for whomever you choose. It is a free country. You are free to vote any way you want. I'm not trying to tell you who to vote for. I'm telling you, I don't want a president. I don't want a person in charge that wants to prosecute someone that's innocent. You guys got to be careful with this because, like, hey, Trump, you're being a little bit ridiculous. She just said that those men were not guilty of the charges. Why are you mad at her? You want her to lie. Is that what we're doing now? You just want her to lie on the man? That's sad too, man. Fox paid $787 million, to that Dominican, the voting booth thing. Yep, they put that out. And Fox didn't carry his little election thing that he put on. Fox didn't carry that. They came on with all types of disclaimers behind that Trump when he was saying someone found classified information. All them news, they came on discount because they could get sued with that shit. They let Trump, you're on your own with that. Like the stream, brother. Like the stream. Jeanine Pirro. I hear them calling her Jeanine or something on the show. I don't know what her name is. It says Jeanne up here. Yeah, Jeanine Pirro. He said she choked because she didn't prosecute innocent people. How the fuck did she? He says he knows more about it than she. How would he know? It's actually her job to know. He's supposed to be running the war. He's supposed to be running the country. This stuff is ridiculous. This is absurd. Like the stream, brother. Like the stream. He said in 2028, hey, check it out. Overton window. Get the people used to running 3 times. I don't give a damn if he runs 50 times. You act like I got the wheel of power in my hand. I can't control him. He could run for office to 28, and after that, he can take it over. That ain't up to me. That's completely out of my hands. He says, you will be whining and crying again right here in 2028. I'm not whining now. I said that the guy shouldn't prosecute someone innocent. Rubio, I don't particularly like him, but this is before Trump. I didn't like him then. I didn't like Rubio before he went to Trump. Was he Secretary of State? I didn't like him then. But I can see him winning. I think you said someone who's rational and balanced in his administrations. I can see Rubio emerge. You know, he's got to take on JD. I don't know. He might not beat JD. I don't know. JD got eyeliner. That man got eyeliner. I don't know what that means, bro. I have no idea. You need to go talk to him about that. Isn't it funny how these politicians be wearing makeup? Like, man, I just wouldn't put on the makeup, man. You gotta tell the people you look like you look. You say, hey, I'm an aging man, I'm an aging grandfather, I'm an aging husband, I'm an aging man. This is how I look. I'm not putting on no damn makeup. You see them, you guys see them, you know, you be seeing, I'd be like, man, come on, with this makeup? They don't care. Maybe that's me, though. Maybe that's me. You say, I don't care about Israel. Okay. Candace Owens. Okay. Woo! She should run with Kanye. She should run with Kanye. You know what the most offensive thing is about Kanye West running for president? The suggestion that some kind of way black people are going to vote for him or should because he's black or he's a R&B. I mean, he's a rapper. I'm very offended by that. That's like, you can run for president, bro. I'm not voting for you. You ain't no damn politician. You dumb. You're an idiot. Yeah, but they push that out there like black people want Kanye West. Yeah, man, but Kanye, he can leave. Kanye West? Pirro's an American. Thank you, Pirro. Thank somebody for having the guts to stand up for Trump. You're a lawyer. You have a lawyer. You have your own personal lawyer. Watch yourself and prepare. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. They said Trump going to fire. Well, I mean, it depends on why. You better be careful with that. That man bought up. Somebody bought up Kamala. What about Kamala? What about her? Yeah, but I don't think the American people, YOLO, I don't think the American people want that. I don't. You say we need a well-educated individual who understands the Constitution and takes it's. I don't think they want that. I'm serious. I don't think they like. I don't think Americans now in this social media time want intellectual president. I think they want someone who's like an influencer, like a Trump, like a comedy type, not comedy but entertaining type guy. I do. The guy was saying Stephen A. Smith. I don't think it would work. He's a boring dude. Like overall, he's a boring dude. If you take the sports from him, how's he not in? I mean, like, what's the interest? I'm serious. Who wants to listen to him talk about politics and walk around in pink suits and purple suits like he's some type of player or Mac? We know that ain't true. So you take the sport from him, what do you have? You have nothing. At this point, I have no idea. I think the guy in Pennsylvania, though, the Shapiro guy, I think he's the governor. I could vote for him, the governor of Pennsylvania. I could vote for him. I could vote for him. Yeah, a reality show president. That's what we're dealing with. And what you guys don't understand is he's literally talking about prosecuting innocent people, man. That's dangerous, brother. Brother, we are a free country, man. We don't want that. We need to prosecute people if they're guilty. We need to hold people accountable, but if people are innocent, you want somebody to blame something on you? You know, this is what I'm saying. Trump is a businessman. They do that in business all the time. All the time, man. You could work for a company, and I'm the supervisor. I'm the supervisor. And 15 people work under me. They don't work for me, they work for the company, but they work under me. Well, I can do something stupid and tell the guys, hey, stock those boxes over there on the left. And they can say, well, no, we don't want to put them on the left because we get loads come in and that slows everything down. We need to put them. I say, hey, what did I just tell you? Put them on the left. And they said, okay. And then they put them on the left. And then the boss says, hey, we trying to get an order in. Why can't it come in? This is costing me money. And I said, hey, you guys need to move that. They said, well, we told you. And then I turn around and fire those guys and say, they put those boxes on the left. But you told him to do that. Well, see, he doesn't know that. So I lie. And I get innocent people fired, held for something I did. And that's what Trump's trying to do. Trump messed that pool up. And Trump's got to understand these are people's rights, man. This ain't no business, man. This is a country. This is people's freedom you playing with. This ain't nothing to play with like that. You can't pin that on somebody, one of your mistakes. I'm just surprised that MAGA, man, how they just overlook his fuck ups. God, man, that don't even make sense, man. This guy knew what he was doing, bro. He knew these are some gullible idiots. You want to see him put innocent people in jail? Innocent people. But you know what? Why even ask the question, right? I already know the answer to that. I already know the answer to that. You do. You do. You don't care. You don't care. They're going to put makeup on him. Trump be having no makeup. In the age of social media, all these guys, these podcasters, they be having, these dudes be wearing, you guys be podcasting in makeup. You have on lipstick, blush, eyeliner. You be darkening your eyebrows like a woman. You be wearing makeup thinking that, oh, the lighting in here. No, the lighting's not fucked up. That's not the problem. Woo! If you got to put on full foundation makeup with lipstick and liner and blush, it's not the lighting, okay? It's deeper than that. It's issues and situations that you haven't resolved. But a free country, though, you know, you're free to express yourself. Damn. He said, I see, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Robert. I see a white woman. Yep. And that's scary. That's scary. I see a white woman and her 12-year-old daughter digging in the garbage for food. Sad. Isn't that something? We got oil companies right now. Oil companies are bragging. They've had record profits under Trump. With all of this Iranian war stuff, they've never made the money they've made. $15 billion. A quarter. 15, that's profit. We're not talking about cost, digging, maintenance, salaries, pure profit. $15 billion in a 4-month period. And this guy says, I just saw a white woman and her 12-year-old daughter digging for food. This is what you guys want? This is the country you want to live in. You then, hey man, you want to see innocent people punished so that they can excuse fearless leader from his fuck ups. From his fuck ups. We're all men, right? Aren't we men? And I know that, I already know. Yeah, I already know. It's sad, man. This guy. And look who stood up to him. Isn't that something? I thought Trump, all of this alpha male, bring back the alpha male, bring back the tough guy. Yeah, we're tough guys. We're tough guys. We're alpha men, alpha males. Not to Jeanine. Not to her. He brought the beta out. You brought the beta out in him, bro. You brought the beta out. Yeah, he tried. He did. Woo! Woo! Jeanine, my fault. Jeanine. Yes, Jeanine. Jeanine, U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. Look at Jeanine. I'm looking at it right now. Jeanine, man, y'all got to understand this game. They know, she know working for Trump, she's got to watch herself. Let me tell you something. She knows what she's doing. Trump is walking on thin ice. He better not fire her. He don't want her to go public that he's trying to get her to prosecute innocent people. This is still America. He's walking on thin ice. And let me tell you something else. He ain't talking to her like that. You guys, you know what? You guys live in a fantasy land. Trump can yell at the press and scream fake news and shut them up and tell them, cut them off. And he can do that. He can't do that to her. You guys don't understand that he cannot do that to her. Hey, she don't have to take it. That's one reason. She don't have to take a verbal abuse from him. You guys think that she didn't get fired. She didn't get fired and she let him off. Also, this woman is not intimidated by Trump. And that's what you guys see. You guys don't want to fix that in your head. You don't want to create that. This woman ain't intimidated by Trump. These cowards on YouTube are intimidated. They look at Trump as the cowards on YouTube. They look at Trump as a tough guy. They're cowards. A lot of them they were from single moms. They don't have a father. They're looking at an abusive guy with money. Oh man, I like that's a Trump. I like a Trump, man. Man, I want to be like Trump. I know you do. I know you want to be like Trump. I know you do. This U.S. attorney, he can fire her, but he got to have cause to a certain degree. Now, he can't just get rid of her, but it better be he's just got rid of her. He can't fire her like right now, knowing that she did that. He can't do it. He can't. You can't do that. She has to do her job, but she don't have to lie for him. And she didn't do it. And also, she's not intimidated. Good look, she's not intimidated by Trump. You guys think he's tough. He abuses his power. That don't make you tough. Abusing my power makes me a tough guy? This is the wrong. I'm going to tell you, Trump, you fucked up. You should have never hired her. She's not going to let you, she's not going to let you put her under your thumb. She's not going to let you do that to her. Now, a lot of those dudes that you have given power to, you see the cowards when they go in front of the Senate hearings and they say, can a president run 3 times and the dude was a coward? Oh, I want to answer the question. So look, and I know that. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these women are way more, I wouldn't say masculine, but they're tougher than a lot of these men. A lot of these dudes, Trump done son these dudes are cowards. When you go to those Senate hearings and stuff, they back down. Trump don't like that. Trump wanted her to prosecute innocent people. She said no. That's called respect. That woman don't give a damn about what Trump think about it. He on the press conference. I can't even play it. He on there whining. Obama, Joe Biden. And then whenever they get together, the only person he can brown nose is Obama. He talk about Obama, but if they have some type of event, he trying to run up under Obama. And Obama, he a black man. I get it, Obama. I get it. I get that, Obama, but Obama, you shouldn't even, when you see him, you should move. And say, go talk to George Bush. George Bush ain't gonna fuck with Trump. He certainly ain't gonna talk to the Clintons. You see what I'm saying? Hats off to Jeanine Pirro for showing the world Trump's nothing. He ain't no different than the other presidents. He's a little more, he's dumber and he makes more mistakes. But he is white and he feeds racism to MAGA because that's what they want. They got upset at Obama that a guy from Hawaii, or they say he's from Kenya, right? Guy from Hawaii can become president in America. They said these Negroes, things out of control. This is still America. All these Negroes don't. How come these Negroes can grow and get so much? Damn, this woman's 75. No, damn, Jeanine, you 75? I ain't know that. But anyhow, I saw that down. I didn't know it. But anyhow, Obama represented to America was progress, that too many blacks were making progress. And they said, we got to do something. We got to hem these blacks. That's when they tried to take birthright. They claimed it was about anchor, but it wasn't. It was about blacks. They wanted to deny black people their birthright because they think they're growing too much. They're growing too fast. Only the dummies, you got the black dummies talking about slave babies. Trump talking about slave babies. Man, God, these guys are stupid. But then again, they got to make content. Trump was trying to stem flow. He want black progress. He don't want that. Where he fucked up, see, this is what the problem is. They're so busy going after the Negro, and they've curtailed the Negro that they forgot the foreign-born minority. They come in here unhindered. They don't have a history of racism, not from Americans. They don't come in here with the racial grievance. They don't come in here and don't take advantage of these opportunities. And they start exceeding and growing and growing. And the birth rate in America, they're dying. And they saw these minorities. We gotta get them out of here. Well, good luck, okay? Good luck. All right, I have it. I'm looking around. I go, man, I could take my phone out. I could go into a service station, not even half a mile. They're straight foreign owned, all nothing but immigrants in there. Nothing but behind the counter, all of that. So I don't care what Trump, I don't give a shit, right? Trump can do whatever you want to do. But the woman says she ain't going, and she stood up to Trump. She don't care nothing about what Trump talking about. So that woman ain't going to violate her oath and put innocent people in jail because of Donald Trump to try to save him from one of his fuck ups. And God bless all those people who went and just fell out. They didn't have, they said the air, they didn't have no air out there. They called themselves going to the 250 Trump celebration. Man, they had all types of ambulances out there trying to relieve them. People was passing out. Some of you people, some of you MAGA, y'all take that shit too serious. Y'all putting y'all life on the line for this man. I'm going to take my kids. Ain't no air. It's 100 degrees. I'm going to take them and fall out there talking about I like Trump. Y'all, good Lord, bro. Talking about being just stupid. These are some stupid people, bro. Said Donald Trump thrives on social media oxygen. Stop talking about Donald Trump on social media. He'll go into, well, he's got his own platform, so he doesn't really care what I talk about. He has his own platform. He's got Truth Social. And this is the contrary. You can't, now you're talking about Trump. I just don't want him to do bad things. He's the president. I want him to serve the people well. We shouldn't have to pay all this money in gas. Yeah. And we're about to get into football season, and what, 2 months of football college season, we'll have the midterms. We'll be right about September. We'll be cooking up. We'll see how things are going, man. I expect I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I'm being for real, man. I am being for real. I have no idea what this country's gonna go through, man. Will they be screaming election fraud? I don't know. Trump's already said it is. I don't know. Will he accept the election? So I don't know what's going to happen, man. But back to the Iranian war, we don't know. We don't have they changed the way they classify casualties. We don't know. We don't know. The networks, they don't know. They can only report what they're being told. They don't know. Jeanine Pirro. Jeanine Pirro. Jeanine Pirro stood up to Trump and said, I'm not. Jeanine said, I'm not going to lie for you. And now he's looking stupid. Did you see the one where the reporter said, how can you lie to the American people? He said, how can you sit there and just tell all these lies? But it's acceptable to some of them. It's acceptable. And contrary, we might have to do a separate podcast on this, though. It's not the politician's job to raise your family. They say the Democratic Party in the black community. Democrats say, what they got to do with the black community? If you vote for them, you vote for them. It's not their job to do anything for. It's there to serve them, but it had nothing to do with the family. But we know it's not even about that, right? because of the meth problem in West Virginia and the Republicans, they vote Republicans. And they're full of meth down there. They're full of meth. Should Trump stop? Should Trump step down because of what's going on in West Virginia? The white supremacist, bro. But he got a lot of these Negroes. Because a lot of these Negroes are just dumb. And they looking for a daddy. That's really what it comes down to. It's sort of like a hoe looking for a pimp. That's how I always looked at it. I said these dudes who be running around here talking about Trump, they looking for a daddy. You can look at them and you listen to them. They'll come out. Listen to them. They looking for a daddy. And I said, man, if I was Trump, I'd be afraid a lot of these black conservatives, a lot of these black dudes. The way they be talking about they looking for a daddy, I'd be afraid of these dudes, man. I would. Look at how stupid they are. Like the stream. Like the stream, brother. Support the platform. We can only tell the truth over here, bro. We can't lie to you. Because we don't have to lie. We're not going to sit up here and just tell lies. We don't have to. And contrary, let me put this out here, unlike most of these, and I know a lot of the podcasters who support Trump, a lot of them are felons. And see, I didn't know that a lot of them are criminals. They can't do nothing else. So they come on here and they support Trump, make money. Get that bag, man. I get you. They make a lot of bread, bro. They make a lot of bread. That's all. If you out here, if you on YouTube right and listening to me right now, take time, go start you a channel and be an ultra conservative. Be black and an ultra conservative. Man, you're gonna make so much bread. They're so gullible, bro. They elected Donald Trump. They'll believe anything. They will believe anything. I'm telling you, you should go do it. You should go do it. Here we go. Boop. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to make a lot of bread. If you want to make money and you're a felon, that's one way to make money. Just be an ultra conservative online. Why not? They're going to give you money. You know what I like about you? You're black, but you're not like those other guys. You see the truth. You're not like those goddamn liberals. You see the truth. Here's $100. Oh, yeah, it's as simple as that. I've already told 3 guys, they're all felons. They were working odds and end job. I sat down. They all got platforms now. They're not over here, though. You wouldn't know them. They all have platforms, and they're getting paid. And they're ultra conservatives. Trump can do no wrong. They feed that to the white supremacist. He eats that shit alive. And they tell me the main thing they get is they like the fact that they're black, but they're not like the other blacks. They love that. And they wish so many blacks would learn and see through the KKK Democratic Party. Oh, woo! Woo! And it works, bro. It works. Like the stream, bro. It's at an ABL I got you. That's a hustle, man. You can't. What are you on here for, though? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. But we don't do that over here, bro, because we don't have to do that. Like the stream, man. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. I have an issue with Trump when he does something wrong. I actually praised him when he endorsed that brother. When Trump endorsed that brother in Ohio, I spent almost 3 hours praising Trump. So I give credit where credit's due, bro. If it's due, I give it to him. If it's due, I give it to Trump. Say Trump is right. When he's right, I say he's right. But when he's wrong, I call him out, and they don't like that. They want this undying loyalty. And then immediately, because I'm black, they start talking about Obama. What the fuck they got to do with me? Motherfucking filthy rich ass Obama. Are you serious? Yeah, Obama though. Obama. What did Obama got to do with what I'm doing? Obama though. What about him? What about him? Woo! They think I'm like them though. They're loyal to Trump to a fault. I'm not loyal to no Obama. Period. Fault or no fault. I don't. There's so much shit I disagree with Obama when he said that stuff he said during that Kamala when he walked in there and chastised them brothers, talking about Michelle would really be upset trying to tell them how to vote. I don't agree with that. That's what I don't understand. See, this is where they make their mistake. Where they just assume that. I don't agree with that. You can't tell no grown ass person how to vote. The brother from Michigan, that's right, Mary. The brother from Michigan. Trump went in there and he endorsed that brother. What's there not to like? God-fearing, law enforcement, military, married with children. That's what we want, right? From our people, right? He went down there and he endorsed him. He didn't say, I'm not going to endorse him because he's black. He didn't do that. And that pissed off a lot of the MAGA. That pissed them off. They didn't like that. It was all on that Truth Social talking about they're done with him. Like the stream, man. Like the stream. Support the platform, man. Oh, yeah. Not to mention Trump. You're right. The Trump that made so much money. Woo! Trump making so much money, bro. Woo, man. I don't even know how that's going on, bro. What the kids are taking care of it, they making money, man. What you had the Trump watch. I saw a Trump coin. I don't know what it's called, but Trump's got Bitcoin. I saw all of that. Now you're getting into all of these different manipulation tactics with the Bitcoin, your rug pulls and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with where it's all. I'm not into it from the standpoint of that, but yeah, they're making a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money to be made. It's a lot of bread to be made. A lot. Mm. Mm. They said a good old 1950s scare tactic, communism and social. They said something there. And then they call Mandami a socialist. He's not. They don't even know what, you know what, let's be for real. Most people don't know what socialism is. And they don't know what communism is. Yeah, they don't know what capitalism is. And the politics, let me tell you something. The electorate, right? A dumb electorate, the politicians, of course they're going to exploit it. That's their job. It's not their job for you to know something. It's up for you to know. If you don't know, it's your fault. When they call someone a communist, these are not communists, but they call them that. Fox News does that all the time. Fox News does that all the time. Remember Obama, they was up there calling him a socialist. I said, man, ain't no damn socialist. No, he's not. You just called him that. So they hate socialism, but they have a social security. Yeah, it's amazing. All of them, really. All the countries have a mixture of both. Just like even with China, I don't know what's going on in China, but they have capitalism over there to some degree. And if you see, I see a lot of videos lately on my timeline. Lately, I haven't touched them, but a lot of Chinese women. I have no idea why, but a lot of older, like a 30-year-old Chinese woman, she was on there talking about living alone in China. And then this other lady, she probably was 25 alone in China. So I don't know why it gets popping up on my timeline. Even though the 30-year-old chick, though, she had a little bit of something. And I looked at her comments. Believe me, it was a bunch of brothers in there. They noticed. But she's in China, brother. But I don't know. Maybe I went to, I don't know. Maybe because of this Trump stuff. That stuff started coming on my timeline. Also, the Roland Martin, man, Negroes, this is just how stupid Negroes are. Are you serious, man? You want to see Roland Martin in a thong? Are you serious? You want to see that? What does it prove? And see, that's why I have to salute Trump, because Trump knows there's a lot of dummies out here. He just knows it's a lot of dummies. They want to see Roland Martin in a thong. Who the fuck is Roland Martin? Does he hold office? He's just an influencer. But go look, man. It should be out. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. He'll probably be out there, man. So might be able to find it now. Let's just show you how stupid these people are. Good Lord, bro. They want to pay $7. They want to pay $8 gas. They want Trump to make every mistake in the world and then blame innocent people for it. And they want to look at Roland Martin in a thong. It's a losing battle, man. Because, it's just, how do you can't figure that one out. If that's the electorate, that's what you're going to get. You're going to have Donald should run a third time. If they're that stupid. Like the stream, brother. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Support the platform, bro. Niggas been hating. You wouldn't know. You guys wouldn't know anything, but he's out. He's in that crowd. These dudes been hating, bro. I keep posting though. You keep hating, but I keep posting. He knows who I'm talking to. You couldn't stop me if you wanted to. Already won. You just don't know it. So take your thirsty ass overseas and find you a woman. Remember, I've been there, done that. Man, these niggas be hating, bro. Keep hating, bro. Like the stream, brother. I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know. I don't. I'm just glad that she did her job, man. U.S. Attorney Pirro. She and the whole thing about Trump. What can Trump do to her? She did her job. She's right. It'd be one thing if the people were guilty and she said let them go. That's a completely different thing. But if they're innocent, she's not supposed to prosecute them. She's not. He shouldn't want her grown. What are you gonna do with all that money, though? I'm serious. Like, what is Trump gonna do at his age? Billions of dollars. What are you going? He's already a billionaire. What are you gonna do with the money? Play golf? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. There's got to be limits. There's greed and stuff, and that's what greed feeds on greed. It creates more. When you're a greedy person, it feeds on itself. So you become so you never. So even though you got more money you could ever spend, you still want more money. You still want more. That stuff can corrupt you, man. Can mess you up. You gotta let that. Sometimes you gotta let stuff go. You got to let stuff go. You just got to let it go, man. You got to get rid of it. Like the stream, brother. Here we go, man. We're going to post a join link, man. What you think about this? You think Attorney Pirro's not doing her job? And if you want somebody's rights violated, why don't you volunteer yours? Why don't you volunteer yourself? Why don't you say, hey, you can rob me of my rights? Why don't you just say that? Say, hey, go ahead and take my rights from me because I want a fearless leader. Fearless leader. I want fearless leader. That's you know what? Yeah, well, they put him in office, so they say some. I'm not even gonna go down there. Some of the stuff I seen on X too, bro. Woo. Who's a liberal though? He said you libertards. Okay, is that what I am? A libertard? How am I a libertard? Now hold up. Now see, this is what pisses me off, right? He'll call me a libertard. He don't know how I vote. Then I'll call him a racist, and then he gets mad at me. You're the one calling names. What's up with you do business?
What's good with your plat, man? Just chilling, just checking out the show. Not really my thing, but I could chop it up with you for a few minutes.
Yeah, this Attorney Pirro used to be on Fox News. She's 75. I didn't know that. She found out that the people she accused of vandalism were not the charges didn't fit to them. The pool had prior damage, all types of problems, lining problems prior to them ever touching it. And when she found it out, she dropped the charges against them. And Trump had a fit because that means it's his fault. His bad mistakes, his so-called contractor, and Trump couldn't. So he tried to, Trump. He tried to intimidate, but that didn't bother. She wasn't born yesterday. She is 75, and she was a prosecutor. She knows damn well what she can and can't do. And this is the difference with her. She does not fear Trump. It's all you can do is fire her. But I'm saying she ain't afraid of him, especially when she knows she's right. She don't have to take no sword for him. I'm not falling on no sword for you. Not prosecuting innocent people because you a fuck up. Save you from your mistakes.
I mean,
And
she's
all of those people, all his cabinet, they saw that. They saw that. They saw somebody stand up to Trump. They don't normally see it. And it would
right.
be her. I'm saying that he's supposed to be this alpha male. This is a female, and she sunned this nigga. She sunned Trump. She
Right. That's what
sunned
I'm
Trump
saying.
in
I
front
mean,
of the world. She sunned his ass.
don't
And
she
he's
supposed
supposed
to
to
be
be
like
an
a
alpha male. He ain't no damn alpha male.
right, right? I got you. I'm saying, don't she supposed to be like a TV judge or something? I seen her
No,
on
she's
TV
an
before.
attorney. She's the attorney for DC.
Mm. Well, okay. I remember seeing her on CNN or one of those little MSNBC show. Okay, so she's an attorney. So she ain't really affiliated with the government like that. He just mad at her because she didn't prosecute some individuals that he wanted her to, prosecute.
Well, that's what he's mad at her about. But no, she has an official capacity. She's the
Mm.
U.S. attorney for District of Columbia.
Oh yeah, so she up there in DC. So yeah, she's in the environment. She's around him. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, politics is really no different than anything else that we can talk about. Without drama, people not gonna pay attention to it. People not gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? They just be battling with each other just like anything else. No different than a rap battle, man.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats going up against Republicans, conservatives going up against liberals. It's kind of hard for me to take that politics thing serious because it's like they can't never come to a common ground. You know what I'm saying? A common solution. That always got to be debates and drama and everybody coming in with their own agendas, and it just it's too confusing, man. How you gonna get mad at the woman because she don't want to prosecute? I mean,
There you go. Now that's my whole point, do business. She's 75-year old, a grandma, and she's hired to do a job. You want her to put her professional reputation, her license to practice law on the line because you stupid and you did something wrong, not her. Why would she do that? Now we
yeah,
know these men don't do that. We've seen them do it.
yeah,
We've seen them do it, and they went to jail defending Trump. But
that's
of all the
crazy.
people, I'm saying it would be her, and he's supposed to be this alpha male. He can't intimidate her, man, into doing no stupid shit. That woman looking at him like, man, you must be out your you must be out your mind.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie on these people. These people are innocent.
Yeah, man, that's too unethical, man, and it's just pure savagery, man. You can't do that, man. You can't put innocent people in jail, especially if they ain't done nothing. That's crazy, bro. That's insane, man.
It's like me. I tell you to take a load to Cleveland,
Right.
and you say, okay, give me everything. I go through the computer, and then I say, okay, you pick it up and you take it to Cleveland. Company turns around and say that load's supposed to go to Florida.
Mm.
And then instead of me admitting I was the one, I blame you. I told him to take it to Florida. And then you get fired. And you say, wait a minute, man. I did what you told me to do. Nah, man. I'm sorry, man. Company, the way things are.
Oh, you can't do that,
Trump's a
man.
businessman. See what he's talking about doing. Trump doesn't care. But in business, innocent people get accused and blamed all the time for the people up top. But this is a different thing, man. These are innocent Americans. This is these people freedom. And he's mad that she won't sacrifice them for him. Well,
Yeah.
so he can get him a little political clout, and she ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean that's the good thing about America. I mean, because some countries can't even challenge, what I'm saying, the presidents or certain people in certain positions. Like even if you speak up about something, publicly, yeah, you can get in some serious trouble. So that's the good thing about America. The freedom that we have. So yeah, I mean, if you stand up to anyone, even the president, you know what I'm saying. You don't have to be afraid of no one just because their position. Like, yeah, yeah, I got to do
Mhm.
what I got to do because you're a judge, so you got some kind of power. That's why that's the one thing I know about the Supreme Court. Like they trump everything. They trump whenever they say something is final.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing. Even the president got to deal with the Supreme Court. Just because you write something into law don't mean nothing. It still has to be approved by
Yep,
the
it has to be
Supreme
legal.
Court. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, and they actually revisit cases, so they can say something is legal, and 10 years from now, come back and change it.
yeah, man. That's
But yeah,
crazy.
she reaffirmed my faith in humanity, and I'm happy. It would, of all the people, it would be, a lady. It would be someone like her, in the sense she's not. Her whole thing on her whole schnick on Fox News is to be a tough prosecutor. Tough as nails, don't take no crap.
Hmm.
And for Trump to expect her to fold, he really made that was a mistake, because she ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, man. You got better things to do, man. He shouldn't even see. That's what I'm saying. Like I seen him the other day when he was talking about LeBron James is a racist and all that. I said, man, this dude is really he really be bugging sometimes. Like, if you're gonna be the president, man, just be the president, man. What do you know about sports, man? You know nothing about sports. So I mean, it's a clown show, man. It really is. So whoever is the next president, whenever it comes around another 2 years, it's gonna be the same thing, whether they
Probably. Well,
Republican or
we
Democrat.
it's pretty much the same thing now, because, like I said, they all went to China. Did you see the China when they went over to China?
Who you talking
You don't
about? Donald
remember
Trump
that.
now?
Trump, yeah, Elon, they went to China for about 5 days.
For what reason?
Brown nose Jinping.
The brown
Supposed
nose
to be
what?
diplomatic relations and stuff like that, but he was down there trying to brown nose him, and Elon took his kid with him. And I'm saying, does that sound like a place you're afraid of the safety? You take your child there? No, he knew, and he came back with his kid. They had a wonderful time down there because they ain't no threat. But
Hmm.
Trump says it is to get these idiots to keep him in office. We're afraid of the Chinese. And he's down there on bended knee, man, hat in hand, begging this man to be cool with him.
Yeah, you
And
better
and
be.
then right after Trump left, Putin came about 3 weeks later. Putin, man, when Putin came there, bro, they rolled out the red car. When Trump came, Trump came. He came, Elon, all them people. He sponsored a bunch of investors and stuff. He was received. The president talked to him. They had lunch and dinner and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he left. But when Putin came, man, they rolled the red carpet out for him.
Yeah.
I was like,
Different
look
type
at
of
the
respect.
difference, man. And Putin wasn't on no bended knee.
Yeah.
Putin didn't come there all bowed and submissive. I was like, look at the difference. I said, Trump, you don't see this? That just blows my mind. I'm like, Trump, look at the way. Trump. Ah, I'm done, man. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. And when he came to see not Vladimir, but when Jinping, he came to when Obama was president, he came a couple of times. Man, that man bought his wife and everything. That man almost forgot he was a goddamn communist. That man damn near tried to move in with the Obamas. He was so happy.
Yeah.
He did. No, go look, man.
Yeah. I
Obama's
mean,
like, okay, well, we doing our it's time to go.
yeah.
That man, go look at all the pictures. Man, that shit looked like family. Gene Penn with Obama, it looked like pictures of his family. When you look at Trump, Trump's got hat in hand. He's on bended knee. That man ain't paying no attention to Trump.
Yeah. They don't like you. You got to be liked, man. You got a position like that, man. You got to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that's why they have the United Nations, so everybody can get together, from all over the different countries, just to agree on something, man. You can't be, you know, uh, trying to belittle people all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be cool when you got that kind of position, man. It's about negotiations, man. That's all the president is. The president is just a country's, spokesperson, negotiator, like you're not supposed to be going into other countries, trying to take over their country, man, or doing whatever it is that they be doing, warring with people, man. Like, ain't nobody got time for that stuff no more, man. This is not 1945 or you know whatever, the Civil War and all that kind of stuff, Vietnam, man. That stuff is over, man. Most people just want to enjoy their life the best way they know how, and it's too many problems going on for him to be sticking his nose in certain things, man. You need to be fixing the country, like you said, make America great again. That's what they say. That's the MAGA thing, right? Just
Supposed
stop
to
it,
be.
man. Yeah, man.
Supposed to
I
be.
mean, out here doing nothing, man. Having stupid rallies and stuff about dumb stuff, man.
It's
It's
sad though when you
crazy,
think
man.
about it. When you think about it, they put on all these MAGA clothes and
Yeah,
hats,
man.
and they got MAGA stores now with Democrat this and Democrat, and I'd rather be an American than a Democrat. All types of real, just insults, hats and figurines. And Trump goes to China and bends the knee for Putin. So then I see that and I look at the MAGA people. I said, so wait a minute, what, you guys support Trump like that? Like blindly like that? And say he's over kissing ass in China. You cool with that? They are. They are. They don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting topic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm learning more about the politics thing, man. It's just
And,
like I
and,
said,
and
it's
it,
just
it,
go
it-
ahead.
it's a hard-nosed female lawyer, right?
Hmm.
Showed the alpha male Trump. He's not an alpha male. And let's talk about that alpha male. Most of these dudes on these YouTube channels, they not no alpha males. These dudes ain't no alpha males.
So what would you
Trump
call
and
them?
JD, they not no alpha males. They're not alpha males, man. And what happened is they've been selling these guys this BS. And half of these dudes don't have no daddy. They weren't raised by no man.
Mm.
This YouTube stuff, all of these morons run over here to YouTube. Now they try to get in political spaces.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
even know what a man is. They think Trump's a man.
I've been seeing that too. Yeah, man.
Yes.
It's just hustling. That's all it is, man. Whether you're talking about Officer Tatum or Brandon Tatum, it's so many guys, man, that know how to, hustle the people because it's simply just about views and likes and donations, man. So yeah, it's
Are
a
you gonna
lot
get
of
that?
people. Yeah.
You're gonna get I told my cousin Eddie, about 6 months ago, starred an ultra conservative channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, stay on. I said, talk about two things. Talk down on Obama, because he cams up. He talks down on Obama, how bad Obama was. And I said, do nothing but praise Trump. And I said, brother, all your financial problems will be solved. These people are so stupid and gullible. They'll flock down there and feed you money. And sure enough, they did. He's doing just fine right now.
Yeah, man.
Just fine.
I seen this dude, Ari Spears, man. He snapped on this white lady so bad at a comedy show. She was talking about Trump and all that kind of stuff, and just heckling the dude, and he let her have it, dog. She was with her husband and everything. Man, he talked about the lady so bad, dog. They got up and left. I'm talking about he was man. He let her have it, dog. Like some people are blinded, or blindsided. You know what I'm saying, by the Trump thing or whatever. But that's how they get you though. That's how they get you, man. They come with a good slogan, and once they get in office, here come the chaos.
Well, if you depend on them to do that, I just want them to do their job. I don't really need them to do anything else. I don't need them to raise my kids. I don't need them to make the black family whole. I don't need them to do that. I do not need them. I don't know. They put that on the Democratic Party. Look at the black community. And what the fuck does that have to do with the Democratic Party? Look at the Democrats. They're doing fine. Now, those communities, I agree. Those communities are trash. But those representatives, they paid, man. They ain't trash. But then again, you depend on your politician for too much. And you can wait on it. It's like me saying, okay, I voted for Trump. I need my grass cut. Let me call the White House. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you almost made me choke.
No, let me call the White House. I voted for Trump. They were like, well,
Yeah.
I can't cut your grass, man.
Yeah, you still got to do for yourself, man. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's true. What dude? What's the dude in the chat? Hutch. He said, "In the U.S., we act like the president is our Lord and Savior." Yeah, that's a true statement. Some people do, man, because they're just lead it. You know, the blind leading the blind. I guess. Nah, man. You know, just pay your
Mm-hmm.
taxes and keep it moving. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. It's- yeah, you
Live
want to
your life.
vote?
Just go live your life, man, and stay out of the mess. And and just make sure and do unto others.
Yeah,
You know, the golden rule.
you could say that 3 times.
Yeah, and that's the only way you can do it, man. All of this political stuff is real. Like I said, it's a waste of time. Plus, this man's a billionaire. I think some other stuff going on with him. If I was 80 and a multi-billionaire, and I get the power stuff, but you on borrowed time, man. I mean, like, you serious, man? I'd be out trying to live my life every moment of it. I wouldn't want to be president, man. It requires too much from you at this point in your life. Look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden is dealing with a health concern now, but I'm saying he's no longer president.
Mm,
It's not easy to be president, man.
really not.
Nope.
It's really not, man. Yeah. I mean, I guess you got to be at least, I guess, what, 45 and older to be the president. So I mean, most of those guys ain't never gonna be in their 20s or 30s or whatever. I ain't never seen it. So I mean, yeah, they definitely want a well-seasoned man, at president. So, and you probably never see a female president in the United States anyway. But it's okay for them to, try to get in there, but it's probably never gonna happen. So I mean, you know,
They got to keep running.
yeah, yeah, keep competing, but it ain't gonna happen, man. Especially with the Caucasian man. He's definitely gonna find his way to get in there. So it's crazy, bro.
Um, we'll see, man. I mean, the country's changing, man. I mean, look, the whole Trump thing has slowed it, but maybe 5 years? The country's changing. You look at Japan, they reported South Korea, they all have low birth rates. You got massive birth rates with India and Pakistan, and you got China.
What?
And that's why the country, people who are alive, the only people who are alive and living going to be able to reproduce, man. So if you ain't alive and living, you ain't going to be able to reproduce. And the country's changing. The demographic of the country's changing.
Damn,
We have
that's
our
something else
birth
right
rate.
there,
Our
boy.
birth rate is low. The Japanese, their birth rate is low. If they don't bring in immigrants and different people, they're gonna get to the point where they won't have a country. The numbers are gonna get too low.
But I mean, I thought they had billions of people over there though in China.
Where? Billions?
That's what
Oh,
I
you're talking
mean.
about China, not in Japan.
Okay, yeah, Japan. That's a smaller country though.
It's very small.
Yeah, it's smaller than China.
I don't even know the numbers in Japan. I don't even know.
Hmm.
Japan's the size of Tennessee. It is. Do business. The crazy part about it, Japan's the size of Tennessee, but they be starting wars.
That's just like South Korea. No, yeah, those small countries. Man. What are you doing, man? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's
Japan
crazy.
start world wars. No, Japan, I think Japan has fought China. The hordes of China. Japan. So I'm saying it's a small country. It's the size of Tennessee, but they kick up a lot of shit. Now, they haven't done that since what, World War II. But before that, man, go look at the history of the world, man.
Yeah, that's actually a country I want to go visit too, man. You know, I heard it's pretty, I guess, neutral over there in Japan. So it's a
That's all right.
possibility I might go check it out. Just got to go to the parts that's popping, man. You know, we going to no poverty stricken countries, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Your money, I think, might be one for one. For $1, you get
Yeah,
$1 in yen or 1 yen of currency. It
yeah,
might be a little bit more than that. I don't know.
yeah,
But you got $100, they give you $90 in yen. I don't know what to convert. But it's not an impoverished. But they got poverty. Just like you got poverty here in America. They got poverty there. But
yeah.
you
That's what I'm
can
saying.
spend some money over there. It depends on what you're trying to get into.
Well, you know me, I don't mess around, especially if I'm going to another country just to visit. Yeah, I'm just coming to check it out. You know, may get to know some people, or not, but nah, man, I'm not
They
like the
got
rest of
some
these
baddies over
fools.
there too. If you're in the market for women, they got some baddies over there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you enjoy yourself, man. You have a wonderful time. You go over there.
yeah,
Just it might be a little pricey, but I would go there before I would go to Thailand. I go to Japan.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You
I heard
may
it's possible.
save a couple of hundred, but overall, I just would have a better. I just the food, everything, just the environment.
Yeah, yeah. Japanese definitely do make some good food, especially the Japanese restaurants in America. I ain't never went to one that was bad or had bad food from the Japanese. Yeah, they definitely know
Learn,
how to cook.
learn about learn about. Go look up on Google. Go with the top 50 lines. The most popular Japanese lines. Go look that up and memorize that. You won't know the language, but you'll have some type of understanding of what they're saying.
Yeah, I got that on my phone. The translator, so I
Hmm.
can I can type in any language and it'll let me know what the words is and all that. So yeah, that's what up. But answer this question for me though, Platt. The dude said that, and that Chase said the Democrats. Where is it? He said the Democrats are evil. Some he said I'm looking for it. Some dude said something about the Democrats are just, I guess, diabolical people. I mean, is that true?
I don't know what he's. I don't know what he's talking about. They're gonna
Hold
say that
on.
in there. They're gonna say anything to try to get you to vote for the other party. So it's really a waste of time. As a black person,
I don't know.
man, you got to make it in America. Now, when you start getting a little money, say you play in the NBA, say LeBron, you can make a case for LeBron that he should be Republican because of the amount of money he has. You can make a case. Say, okay, well, socially, you don't agree with the way they do the poor. You don't agree with them from a social standpoint. Okay, but then again, you got to weigh both sides.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. They said the Democrats are racist. I thought the Republicans was like that. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I, I, I I do not understand this politics stuff, man. I really don't. I mean, I can have a
It's
conversation,
called
but it's
lying.
crazy, man.
No. That's called lying. When that
Yeah,
guy says the Democrats are racist, he's just lying.
yeah, man.
They already tried to take Trump tried to take your birthright from you. He tried. He
That's what I'm
tried,
saying.
but he
What kind of
failed.
stuff is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he don't want you to vote. He don't want you to vote. They want to roll the country back. And America's supposed to be a fluid society. It's supposed to change. In other words, um, if I grow up in Little Rock, Arkansas, and when I'm 5 years old, the demographics might be mostly black and white. But when I turn, say, 45, I look around, I see a lot of Koreans and uh, uh, foreigners, uh, the demographics have changed, but they're all Americans. They're all Americans. They fly their flags. They pledge allegiance. That's the way it's supposed to be. The
you
white
see what I'm
supremacist. Wait a minute. The white supremacist has lied to the dummies and told them it's supposed to be all white,
hmm
and that just ain't gonna happen because it's not. But they tell them that because they make some money. They get paid to tell them that.
right, manipulation.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree
Yeah.
with that. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what it seems like. It seems like both parties will say anything just to get votes or to win. You know what I'm saying, the election. So yeah, that's that. But I want you to answer this for me right quick, Platinum. The dude said you guys are racist too. I don't know if he's talking about black people or talking about you know your platform. He said you Section 8 Kang says you guys are racist too, trying to get rid of Mexicans because they work better than y'all.
Who is?
I don't know what
Oh,
he
no, no,
talking
not.
about.
Hold on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm not. You haven't heard me say that.
I ain't never
You
seen a
have.
Mexican work
I
harder
don't.
than
Hold
me.
up. Hold up. Hold up. I don't fault foreigners for coming over here.
Yeah,
The politicians have made it for them to come over here. They come over here. They work. I can't get mad at them. They get business loan. See, this is what the Negro does, right? I agree with you on that. This is what the Negro whines like a baby to the white man. White man ain't thinking about you. He
right.
gonna give his benefit to the immigrant. You don't care what you think about it. So the Negro runs around, why ain't treat the immigrant better than me? Don't nobody care, bruh. That
That's
ain't
what
how
I'm
you
saying.
change things. You got to change it. Whining about it won't change it. You got to run for office. You got to elect officials. That's how you make change. Whining ain't gonna get nothing. But these YouTubers, all they do is whine. They tried to hang that black shit on Beyonce. She said, "Fuck you niggas," and she
Yeah,
endorsed Kamala. She not with that. They tried to hang all of that shit on her. That woman ain't. She endorsed Kamala. She said, "I endorse Kamala Harris for president." She ain't with that. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all playing with. You know what? They can do what they want to do. Though I see the hustle. If you fall for it, you're a fool. These people on YouTube ain't gonna get you in. You gonna get them paid, but they're not gonna move the needle. You talk about Roland Martin, man. Don't nobody care about no damn Roland Martin. He got a video out. So what? You gonna go look at that?
yeah. I think he's a Democrat, Roland
He's a
Martin.
Democrat, and he promotes the Democratic Party.
Yeah,
So what? He got caught in a scandal, and
yeah. That comment rubbed me the wrong way because I mean I ain't like I said I ain't never seen no Mexican working harder than me, and I ain't hating on Mexicans. You know I
uh,
got Mexican homeboys, but what can they do that we can't do?
they don't like you. The same people who feed you dislike immigrants. The white man don't like them, but they dumb niggas. So that white man uses them to push their agenda.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't care who you are. If you like to work, that's a good thing. So that's that was a stupid comment that he made, man. Whoever that dude was, that's crazy, bro.
Uh, Mexican cuts my yard, man.
Yeah,
He's a citizen. He has a yard law and service, but it's a Mexican does it. And it's just foolish. It's just some stuff on YouTube, man. I wouldn't put no value in it. At the end of the day, Trump wants this lady to put her law degree, her reputation on the line, and defend him from his BS. Nobody told him to hire that guy. He hired an incompetent contractor. The guy messed the pool up. It's all Trump's fault. He keeps trying to dig up and talk about all of these people, Joe Biden and Obama, and
hmm
these are nothing but lies. These are just nothing but lies.
that's a good point, Platinum. That's who a lot of dudes that want to talk about the race thing. That's who you need to be going at, Cause that's the first thing Donald Trump had said. That was years ago when I seen him running for president. He was talking about how Mexicans, bring a lot of drugs and crime and come over here with lots of
some of them,
problems.
some of them do though.
Yeah, but that's what
Some
I'm
of 'em
saying.
do.
But why would he say y'all guys don't like Mexicans? Won't you say that to the president? So,
Yeah, you should.
man, that's crazy, bro. Oh
Look,
my
I
God.
like malls. I like malls. I like a mall. I grew up with a mall. No, I'm trying to show him something. I grew up with a mall. I like the joy and curiosity of a mall. You go to all these different stores and you don't have the money, but look at this store, look at all these nice things. You go to this store and you go over here, and this is beautiful and it's clean, and the upstairs and the downstairs, and you see all the people, and it's a mall. And we're underage where those things are closing up, right? So when you say that aspect, you're right. I do want America to stay the same. You damn right. I don't like that part of it. I like a city that has a skyline and a downtown.
Yeah,
I like a city that have an affluent neighborhood, nice things.
that's right.
So you're right. You're right, but you just can't say it. You have to legislate it. You got to do stuff to do it. It's not gonna come unless you're doing it. What are you doing to right here, right where I'm at, the Latinos, they've basically taken over because Negroes ain't doing that. What are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? Every time these Negroes open up something, it gets shut down.
Hey man,
They can't stay open longer than 3 years.
I wish this dude get on the panel, man. I really do, dog. I want to let him have it so bad. He talking about the president is just of a clown as you two. Like, dude, we just having a conversation, man. Man, Platinum always been the homie, man.
Let me see.
Ever
Hold
since
on. Talking about this
ever
Section
since
8 dude.
yeah, man. Man, you need
Let
to
me
get
let
on
me
the
yeah,
panel and
let
stay
me
out the
see. Yeah,
chat,
we're gonna
bro.
have to put him up out of here. He ain't gonna come up here. We don't like cowards. Section 8.
Yeah, man. You gonna talk,
We don't
man? Yeah,
like
you need to get on
cowards.
the panel,
So
dog.
you got about a minute. If you don't hit the link, we're gonna get rid of you. I haven't even been paying attention to this guy.
Yeah, man. Who you think you are, man? We just having a conversation, and you
I
disrespected the
think that's
man
a white. I think
platform.
that's a white dude. That ain't no black dude gonna call himself no Section 8 king. That's a white dude. That's a white troll. That's why he ain't gonna hit the link. Nigga, he
I'm like,
just
go
said, "Go
fix
fix
Africa,
that."
nigga. I ain't
Yeah.
from no Africa, nigga. What you talking about? This nigga crazy. Whoever this dude is, man. I ain't with that pro-black stuff, man. No Pan-Africanism and all that, dog. Like, I ain't got nothing against Africans neither. But what I'm gonna go try to fix Africa for? I was born
Mhm.
here. My family come from here. Dog. Y'all niggas crazy, man.
You got to hit the join link, Section 8. That's a white dude.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. Yeah,
That's a white dude.
he probably racist himself, trying to
That's
put it
just
on somebody
a
else.
white troll. That ain't no black guy.
Yeah, unbelievable, man.
Yeah, he's stirring up trouble. All right, bro. Let me get rid of him.
Yeah, get out of here, man.
Goodbye. Put you in the dungeon, bro.
Go play with your dog or something.
Yeah, that's a white troll. He got a stupid avatar up, Section 8 Kang.
Yeah, man.
There ain't no black person gonna call him no stuff like that.
And all black people are not on Section 8. Like, man, this is a good
If you can
conversation
get
to
on
have,
it,
though.
if you can get on Section 8, if you can get on Section 8, well,
I
you
don't know
know a
nothing about
place.
it, man.
You know a place. Shit, I need me some Section 8. They won't get that shit to me, man.
Yeah, you make too much. Yeah, that's for people that don't make that much or something. All those programs, man. I don't know nothing
Yeah, that's
about it.
out. I'm out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you come up, man. If you play your cards right, just like you said, with the immigrant come over here from Cuba or whatever, and get the benefits and the food stamps and the welfare, then get a girlfriend, American girlfriend, get a green card, go to college, or put his kids through college. Kids become American grown professional kids. They become healthy kids. And then they become Cubans. And then people start attacking them, talking about they're illegal. No, they're American citizens, man. It's the country we live in. Guy came over here and made it. Uh-oh, here we go. I got TD with the $50 holler. I appreciate it, brother. Someone just trying to get attention. He be all right with his lame. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with
That's
you, bro?
right.
What's up with you, TD? Appreciate you, brother. Support the
That's facts.
platform. $50 holler.
Yeah,
This-
man.
these are our opinions, bro.
Right.
And can we have our opinion? They don't want us to have our opinion. Can I have my opinion? Look, I think and attorney Pirro, see, this is the thing. They're supposed to be alpha males, okay? You're not supposed to be getting sunned with if you're an alpha male, you're not supposed to be getting sunned by the women in your orbit. If you're an alpha male, he just got sunned. She did everything she's supposed to do. There's nothing he can do about it. If he overreacts, she can sue his ass. There's nothing he can do. He could get rid of her probably in about a week or 2 weeks, but he can't just get rid of her because of this.
Now, what you mad for? I man, some people, you mad at someone for doing the right thing. That's insane, bro. That
Yeah,
ain't no other way to look at that, man.
by the Constitution too. She followed the law of the Constitution, and he's mad because he don't want people to listen to the He want people to listen to him.
Mm,
He wants to be the Constitution. So whatever he
wow.
says is how things should go.
That's heavy. That's heavy, bro. It's true though. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You going in this morning. Well, this afternoon. God damn.
No, she does. I mean, he does, and that's why he doesn't like that. He's a different. He wants to rule, like I said, and then Putin and Jinping, Jinping, they don't. Trump's not one of them. He's not. He keeps trying to be around them like that. You can see when they're around him, they'll tolerate him, but he's not like them. As much as he wants to be like them, he's not.
All right. Talking about some you mad at this lady. You need to be mad at that doctor, whatever his name is, Fauci dude that was doing all those plead the fifth. Had people taking, vaccines and stuff and then it wasn't even, as far as I'm concerned, the COVID thing was kind of, staged or whatever, but it's like it's a lot of people that are still affected from that. So you need to be, saying mad at him or trying to prosecute him or whatever you're trying to do to this lady. Because I mean, that's just a not trustworthy dude, man. I seen some kind of video on him where he was talking about how they can just put, stuff into people and it just being very malicious, man. Like you gotta watch some of these people, man. They come on the scene with all this stuff, whatever they got in their head, and next thing you know, you got all these people getting sick and all types of stuff happening to them, based on your work or whatever. And it's like, but you can't stand on nothing. You plead the fifth 100 times. That's crazy, bro. So I don't know if he's a Democrat or Republican, but it's like, man, you got some characters out here, Platinum, that's just messing up the world, man. Like they don't care about anyone.
I know they don't. I don't. That's the world we live in, man. And I'm just so happy she did the right thing because we're free citizens, man. I mean, I want the politician to do what he's supposed to do, but I don't want him to abuse his power and pin things on me I didn't do, or because he's got more power than me.
Yeah.
And Trump wanted her to do that. And that's something she would have had to live with. This administration could be over. She would have had to live with that. She falsely prosecuted 4 innocent people to protect Trump from one of his fuck ups. And she said, I ain't gonna do that. And that's what I'm saying. You got to salute that. She said, now wait a minute, I'm here to support you, but I can't do that one.
So what did they do? Who are these people that he wanted her to prosecute? What was the case?
They were being charged with vandalism. Um, I don't know. They'd have to bring in another grand jury, and it would have to be different charges. But it was some people they said was messing with. They said if the bottom of the pool came up and you could touch it, and they accused them of ripping it up. But that thing was already leaning up.
So a pool at the White House.
It's in front of the White House. It's this big, you know, that
ain't
big
talking
long,
about that big pool. You talking about that big?
yeah, that
Are
long
you
flat.
serious, man?
I don't even think that thing. What is that? A foot? What is that? About 2 feet deep? I don't know. I don't think it's deep at all.
He's mad at her over that.
Well, she did. He had some contractor. He called himself fixing it, so he called up one of his boys, and they screwed it up. They made it worse, and she said there was some people who was messing with it. They saw some people, pieces of it was sticking up. The bottom liner was sticking up. Somebody was messing with that, and they charged them with vandalism, and she made a big deal about it. Then when the interior department gave her the updates, she realized that pool was already broken. It was already messed up. So she had to drop the charges against the people. Trump got pissed. And Trump went on this long tirade. They won't let me play it. I don't know why. He went on this long tirade about the Bidens and Obama and how he did this and did that. But she still got her job.
Yeah, man. She doesn't deserve to be fired over that. That's yeah, this is the president, man. This that's just petty right there, man. Y'all could have took care of that stuff in-house, man. This shouldn't even be on the news, man. That's what I'm saying, man. It shouldn't even be on TV or whatever, internet.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be on there because Trump made a big deal about it. And she told the truth. And that's what we need in this country. We got to tell the truth, man.
Yeah.
We can't do this stuff. We're not here to be sacrificial lambs for some politician, you know, to make money or get another office. We're not here for that. We're here to, in the process, you know, we look out for each other, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you see somebody, you driving, you got a truck, you driving your truck, and it's a street, and you know it's another 45 miles before you get to a city, and you pull off to the side, and there's a guy, and he's beating his old lady. You think about, man, maybe let me slow this thing down. Let me break them up at least. So, you know, I'm not talking about get shot. I'm just simply saying people feel an obligation to help other people. He don't know, you don't know those people, and you could just pass them on by, but you said, nah. You said, woo. You see him hit her, and you said, woo, hit her again. Then you said, I'm gonna pull my truck over, so maybe that'll stop him from hitting her. And because you know where you are, you run that ground all the time. You know that run that road all the time, and you know where like there's people in behind you. You 15 miles out, but you got another 45 to go, and you just get between them. And you said, no, y'all need to break up. You stop.
But you know what the sad part is, though, Platt? Let's just say I did do something like that. It's a possibility I can get in trouble for that.
You on your job?
Well, not just on the job, but even with the cops. It's a possibility that they may try to, you know what I'm saying, get me jammed up just for, jumping into somebody else's business or something. I'm telling you, man, you can't, but that's a good point that you made, but a lot of times you can't even do good deeds like that.
No, some people, I'm saying, given the circumstance that it's a long way where you're trying to go and you're about 15 miles out, you can do what you want to do. I'm just saying a person could say, hey, they upset at each other. That's what I'm just saying, because we look out for each other. That's what I mean. I don't know these dudes that were accused of vandalizing his pool, but I don't want to see guys falsely prosecuted. Why would I want that?
That's crazy, bro. Over a pool.
Well, Trump made a big deal about it, about how he's so much smarter than everybody, and he gonna get it fixed. Well, he didn't get it fixed, and what he's finding out is the thing is not as easy. That type of pool is harder than you think it is because it's so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes time to fix that, man. And that's
Yeah.
I saw that peroxide. That was ridiculous. You pour all that peroxide in there. I saw just buckets of peroxide. Talking about the algae that was in there. You just gotta know how to maintenance, man. So pool maintenance take time. You gotta clean it out. You gotta paint it the right way, protect it, and then the water. You gotta put the right water in it, and then you gotta maintain that water, and you gotta
Make it,
clean it.
yeah.
Because people
Yeah.
come in and spit in it and poo bubble gum and trash. You gotta clean it. Pour cokes in it.
So I mean, it's open to the public, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Reflective
problem.
pool is supposed to be like a mirror.
That's the problem. Yeah, they probably should have some security out there, like lots of security. 'Cause I'm
Well, you
sure
can't
there's a
have
lot of
that.
people.
That would interfere with it being free.
Well, I mean, just to make sure people don't, jump in, try to jump in there and do stupid stuff. Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
that's different. They got cameras. I mean, that's different.
yeah.
You're gonna be arrested if you do that. But um, people throwing food and stuff. People do French
Well,
fries.
oh my, nasty. Yeah, you're right. Some
Yeah,
people are just disgusting.
yeah. It's a lot
Yeah.
of people coming through there.
Mm.
So you got to. That's what I mean by it's got to be clean. It's got to be taken care of, or eventually it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah, that's a good
But
thing she did, man. Stand up to him. Don't let nobody, pump you on
mhm,
some dumb junk like that.
it kills that whole alpha male persona that Trump was trying to create. And my thing on that is, man, why are you such an alpha male against Americans? Be an alpha male against these foreigners. I mean that. Like he an alpha male against Obama and Biden and Americans, but he over there kissing Jinping's ass. He's over there bending the knee for Putin. That's what I'm saying. Why are you doing that for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you calling Biden a dumbass, but you telling how Putin is so smart.
Yeah, fake tough
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't get that too. I said, y'all cool with that? But a lot of
Yeah.
them, they are cool with that. I said, I don't get that, man. And then Putin and the Chinese guy, they don't respect. Look, brother, they're not stupid. They know what he's trying to do. They don't trust him. They know he's doing all of that. He said he's trying to, like he a dictator like us. He said, this guy ain't no dictator. Remember, Putin was a KGB, bro. He
What
came
is
through.
that?
He came through it. He been in the trenches.
Okay. Okay.
Vladimir Putin been in the trenches, bro. He ain't like Trump. He wasn't on nobody's reality show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He
I
came up
got
the
you.
hard way. So it's going to be hard to get in his good graces, and it's going to be hard to pull something over his eyes. That's what I'm saying. That's why they don't respect Trump. They look at that dude and say, that dude just brown nosing us, but we know better than that. We don't trust him. They have more respect. Vladimir and the Chinese dude got more respect for Obama. He knows that. See, that's what Trump don't like. They got more respect for President Obama than they do Donald Trump.
I mean, I'm saying, he's still a businessman, so I mean, I'm sure he definitely knows how to, negotiate and conduct some good business. But I mean, you still can't come with these antics, man. A lot of stuff just, shouldn't be heard of or just talked about. Like some people just don't know how to stand on anything. Platinum, one day they cool, and the next day they trying to fire somebody over some pool or something, or talking about crazy stuff, tweeting with people on the internet, man. Most presidents don't be tweeting, man. Like man, this
None
dude
of
is
them tweeted.
unbelievable, man.
I don't
Yeah,
think
man.
any of them tweeted. I think they may have had a White House account where somebody did it for them, but I don't think they did it. or he gets Truth Social. I don't think Putin got nothing like that. Jinping, he don't have nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. And then Trump said his people, he's talking about Korea, North Korea, his people love him. Well, he feeds them. I mean, I don't agree with North Korea, but I'm just saying he takes care of his people. He doesn't do his people the way Trump does his people. He doesn't talk to them like that. He don't want to see innocent, he don't blame shit on, pin shit on innocent people. But we fall for that stuff every time, brother.
Yeah.
Every time you look up, we get played. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened right here.
Yeah, make you think twice about government contracts and shit,
So
Shit.
money, bro. So all this stuff is about money. If you run for mayor, you find out it's about, all of it is about money and wealth and power. If you run for mayor, you'll find it out. You run for city council, you find it out. It's not about the people. People think, see, I think that. I look at the front and say, well, they finna make things better. They're gonna bring me a school and get these potholes out the road, and they're gonna do trash pickup more efficient. We're gonna get 4 new garbage trucks, 5 new people hired, more pickups of trash, more schools, more, they're gonna clean out I think that. Then they get elected, they don't do shit. It'd be the same way. But I think they get in there and get money, man. They say, I know the only thing that they do is get rich.
Yeah.
There'll be some guy starting out, I'm gonna do so good for you guys. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna get these street cleaned up, get these abandoned cars out of here, and build 4 new schools. And he'll tell me that now, oh, I'm voting for him. And then 4 years later, he's rich.
Right.
He walks away a billionaire, and I walk away with the same thing, same old raggedy school. Your
Right.
kids going to the same school that you was, sitting in, same old hot school. Yeah, it's the game, man. We need to change it, man. But I don't know. I don't know, man. But a lot of us, if we don't wake up, we're not going to be here anyhow. Because we growing older, man, and the world is changing.
Yeah. Definitely got to adapt. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Got to use your brain, brother. And hats off to Jeanine Pirro, District Columbia attorney. Shout out to her. She stood up to Trump and she told him that's a bridge too far. It's not up there innocent. She told him that. We're not innocent. According to who? You? How would you know? How would you know if they're innocent or not? They're not innocent. Well, they're gone. They're free to go. No charges. What are he going to do? He can't do. If he fires her, he going to get sued. Bruh, she going to get a bag. If he fires her now, bruh, where it's not good for the taxpayer, you talking about it, what, 100, 200 million? Easily 200 million. And she can sue him individually. She ain't just got to sue the government. She can sue Trump. Trump's rich. And she can sue campaign. She's on Fox News. She don't have to be no Democrat, but she could tell the people what happened. She don't have to be a Democrat. She don't have to join no Democratic Party. She could run for office. She could run for office as a Republican. If he fired her, yes, she could. What's stopping her? Yeah, she ain't gonna lie for Trump. She's no longer gonna lie for him. And a lot of these people are pissed off at that. A lot of these people pissed off on that because Trump, fearless leader, he can do no wrong. Like the stream, bruh. We got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. Attorney Pirro defied Trump. She freed 4 American citizens. Trump's pissed off. He's grimacing. He's frowning. He's talking crazy. But there's really nothing he can do. Well, I'll give him a month. After about a month, he can do something. Because he can just get rid of it. He can. He don't have to have a cause. But it's too soon now. Yeah. He said Trump is Biff from Back to the Future. Looks like it. Looks like it. Yeah, we ain't gonna get in on. Just like his businesses. Like the stream, bro. I wish I had my video. I had the video. It won't play. It won't play. I know how to fix it, but it won't play.
With the largest fireworks display in the world. And the stuff was laying all over the pool, the fireworks, because they used the pool as one of the, and it was all over the pool. It was the day after, very shortly thereafter. But that was working beautifully, and it was vandalized. And if you look at the tape, now the tape isn't a great tape in the sense that it's a little hard to say who it exactly was, but it was people cutting this very expensive material, waterproofing material. Anyway, it looked beautiful. And then they cut it and they vandalized. And we weren't necessarily thrilled with the contractor, but they did a job and they were fixing any problems. But then it got carried away because the judge was extremely unfriendly to Jeanine. And frankly, I think she choked because the judge was really vicious. Instead of going after the people that did it, the judge went after her and went after her department. And I guess she choked. I don't know what the hell happened.
Are you reconsidering her role?
I don't know what. You don't. You're fake news. Don't ever talk again. You're fake news. One of the worst in the business. Fortunately, nobody watches you. But something happened. There was vandalism there, and there was some things from the contractor which we would fix. But it's almost complete, and when it opens, it's incredible. It's really incredible. But remember this: it leaked from 1922. It opened in 1922. They never solved the leak problem because it was stone, and the cracks with the stone. It's not stone is really not a waterproofing material. We essentially use a very high-grade swimming pool type material.
Let me just say this. Remember, he's the president. This isn't Joe's Construction. I'm serious. And I know he was into building stuff and stuff, but he's acting like this is Joe's Construction. Bro, you know way too much about this. You should not have the time to know about this like that. It's just too much, man. You got too much on your plate. You got war in Iran. You need to be talking about how are we going to win this war? How are we going to get these gas prices down? Are you serious? This dude's up here spending hours talking about a pool liner. Hold up, let me see. Might be too late. Hold on.
It was my idea. I was very proud of that idea. And by the way, I didn't know the contractor. Everyone said the contractor. I didn't know the contractor. But when it was completed, it was perfect. But then somebody went in and cut it, just like they did the grass. You know, nobody talks about the grass. The grass have helicopter pictures of what they did. Wasn't it 87? Right? Do you know what they did, right? Did you see what they did? Did you see what they wrote? What did they write?
8647.
That's right, 8647. They 86 them, so it's 8647. They didn't do 45. At least they left 45 out. But and massive letters on the grass. 8647. And nobody talked about that. Was vandalism too. We had to replace all that grass. It was a tremendous amount of grass. Because when you hit it with this poison, it's acid, it kills the grass no matter how, you can't even clean it, even if you got there right after. It's very powerful stuff. I know it well. So people did great damage to this thing because they're sick people. You know who's representing the man is a man from Crew, a sleazebag who's been suing me for my whole political, hasn't won, he's lost all the time. But Crew, do you know what Crew is? It's a third-rate operation that's supposed to be a charity, but it's not. They used it for political reasons. So we should be proud of our monuments, and we should be proud of our city. And you know, that was open before they did the damage. It was open. It never looked more beautiful. It looked like a mirror, and that's what it was supposed to be. It was a very dark color, because otherwise you don't see it, as a reflecting pool, and it looked beautiful. Well, it'll look just as beautiful. It'll be fixed and open over the next week and a half, 2 weeks.
That's ridiculous, bro. Instead of saying, okay, I hired her to do a job, she did exactly what I wanted her to do, get to the bottom of this. If the people who were accused of the vandalism are not responsible, she's going to get to the bottom of this. Instead of him doing, he went into a long rant where he attacked Obama, he attacked Joe Biden. He says he don't know the contractor. I wonder about that one. And the guy screwed it up. And then he started talking about somebody put stuff in the grass about him. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't even know what that is, bro. I don't even know what this stuff about the helicopter stuff. What? What is he? And why would the president? Just think about the president. What about what if Obama did a press conference and talked about his transmission, the guy who's fixing his transmission, he got into detail about it, about exactly how he wants it taken down, what fluids he's planning on. It's like, bro, why don't you let somebody else fix your car? Don't you think you need to be running America, Mr. President? This guy is supposed to be running America. He's running off at the mouth talking about this reflective pool. Yeah. Yeah, where he's running off at the mouth talking about a reflective pool instead of doing what's best for the country. Like the stream, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. We got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. Look, shout out, man. We just keep right on growing, man. We just keep on growing. Niggas keep hating, and we keep growing. And we keep growing. And we keep growing. And that's the game, bro. That's just what it is. That's the way it works, man. A yammering senile fool. I like that, yammering. I'm about to incorporate that in my vocabulary. Yammering. I like blather, but I think I'm gonna add a blather, a yammering, blathering. There we go. A yammering idiot. A blathering fool. Yeah, that's what I like. I know he said, talking about Obama wore a suit. What's up with you, American tradesman? Obama wore a suit, a beige suit, and it was the end of the world on Fox News. And then on top of that, just about everything Trump's done, they accused Obama of doing. They said Obama wants to put all of this money, he wants to spend all his money because he wants, quote unquote, white slavery. He wants to make you a tax slave. That big, beautiful bill, what you think that is? Like, nobody put no bill like that, all that pork in that bill. But that's the country we want. But once again, like I said, if our birth rate falls, dead people have no children. So the reason a lot of people taking all this immigration is because of the birth rate. But we'll see, man. We'll see. And shout out, I would only a Pirro. That show you how this world works. It would be her. I'm gonna tell you something. She's not. He can't bully her. Now, can he fire her? Yes, but he cannot bully her, and he can't make her go against her ethics. He can't make her go against things she believes in. If she say, "I don't prosecute innocent people," what is he gonna do? He can't do nothing. And it would take her. He's supposed to be an alpha male. She stood up to him. I didn't know she was 75, though. I mean, damn, I didn't know that. I mean, more power to her, though. I mean, do your thing, but goddamn. Man, I never knew that, man. Not, more power to her, though. You know what I mean? That's another reason, man. That woman too old to be trying to talk. You can't talk down to her. That woman ain't gonna let you. Woo! I don't even know, bro. Sometimes I talk to the people here. I wonder what universe they from. Bro, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna talk down to a senior lawyer like her, who's in shape, probably raised her grandkids. The woman ain't gonna let you disrespect her, man. If I'm JD Vance, I tell him that. I said, well, I don't know, man. You hired her for the job. So you ain't gonna be able to, she ain't gonna do that. Not her. Not her. And that bullying stuff, I said, it ain't gonna work with her. It ain't gonna work with her, man. Damn, where we from, brother? Where we from? We from America? Bro, we know that shit don't work everywhere. We know that don't work everywhere, man. Somebody gonna call you out. I've seen a lot of men, so-called alpha males, get hemmed up. They were able to execute that against the men, but when they ran into women, they got their asses hemmed up. They had to eat them words, bro. And that's why, like I said, a lot of people on here don't know anything. A lot of these dudes, they don't know nothing. They ain't lived long enough. I personally think if you shouldn't be allowed to do a YouTube channel. I'm serious. Until you over 35. Because you don't know nothing. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. I'm serious. Now, if you want to get on here and clown and act a fool and do the switch stuff and the Twitch stuff and clown, that's what you need to be over there on Twitch. You need to be over here being a buffoon. But they shouldn't even let people on YouTube if you ain't over 35 because you don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You haven't lived long enough. You don't know anything. Speaking of that, Jeanine is 75, Trump is 80. You see what I'm saying? These people are adults. They done raised families. They've raised one family, another family, and grandkids. They're adults. They understand the world. That's why YouTube made his mistake, letting these people on here who don't know anything, don't know nothing. You don't know anything. There are people on here 21, 22 trying to tell people about life. Bro, don't know anything. But I don't make no rules, man. I don't make no rules. I'm just telling you. And I mean that. And I seen that stuff, man. I seen that. I seen the content they make. Now, if you want to put on makeup and shit like that and lipstick and teach people how to do their hair, that's where you need to be, in the makeup spaces. But if you ain't over 35, don't bring your ass to political spaces. Don't make content about don't bring no life coach content. You a 22-year-old clown with a life coach content. Get your ass out of here. You don't know anything. And I stand on that. Michael says, I'm 70. It gets harder the longer you rush. Yes, it does, sir. And congratulations to you for making it to 70. Congratulations, Michael, for making it to 70. Y'all put a 1 in the chat, man. Congratulate Mike. That's a big number, bro. It's not easy, man. You guys can play them. So like I said, you 23, you probably think it's not. That's what I mean. You don't know nothing. You probably do think, oh man, 100, it ain't be shit to me. I'll make 100 years old. I know I'm gonna be 100 years. Man, you got your mother. You literally out your marbles. You are literally out your marbles if you think it's that easy to get to 100 years old. You think it's like that, man? Just like they're gonna have that. You gonna wake up. Now the oldest person in America is a black man. He's 110. And we talking about a healthy, hold on, American tradesman. We talking about a healthy 70. Clearly he's on the internet. So yeah, and I hope everybody in the chat box, let me put my 1 in the chat. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, brother, for making it to 70. Look, let's be for real. Forget this YouTube stuff. Let's be serious. Bruh, be healthy. Be a healthy. Look at Jeanine. She's 75. Be healthy. You want to be old, but you want to be healthy. You don't want to be old in a wheelchair and on a dialysis machine. You don't want to do that. Now, that's better than being dead. Okay, I agree. But what I'm saying is try to be healthy as you age. No alcohol, no drugs. You got to have to stop bullshitting. You got to work out. Got to take care of yourself. You got not only do you got to take care of your physicals, what about your mentals? You got to have your mentals in order, man. You don't want to have a scrambled brain. And you look at Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis got dementia. He's rich. He's rich. He was married to a woman 30 years. That woman was 50, 48. That woman was about 32 years younger than him. Beautiful woman. He's in a nursing home now with plenty of money to spend. You see what I'm saying? You want to be healthy. As you get old, you want to be healthy. And that's the most important thing. So no, don't make light of people as they age. I know you will. I know most of these people on here will, but you need to have a renowned respect for people who get older, especially if that person is still walking, taking care of themselves. That person is coming to the reunions. That person coming to your wedding. That person is there for you, and that person is 80 years old. You need to get up off your ass, brother, and show some love on some real shit. Stop wake up, bro. That shit ain't easy to do. But you, like I said, they don't know anything. That's why I hate to come on here sometimes. These guys, they don't know nothing. I really do, man. Sometimes I hate coming on here, bro. This YouTube stuff, because they don't know nothing. You got to know something in this world, brother. And appreciate those who've come before you, man. And in your family, if you see people hitting 70 and 80 and 90, take time out of your life, man, and just show them some love. You believe me, you'll thank me later. Don't worry about it. Don't try to think about it. Don't try to make rhyme or reason. Just do what I ask you to do. Just go do it. And you'll think twice about when your black ass start to get old, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And then you'll realize it's not easy to get into those upper ages like that and be healthy. I got I got a relative right now. How old is she? How old is this relative? I got a relative right now. She's like 78. And when we go to talk to her, man, we have to bring a fucking Snickers bar because she's a diabetic. And she got to have her blood sugar together. So we have to bring a Snickers so that so we can have about an hour conversation. And she keeps herself. You got the machine. But that's what I mean. She's doing okay. She's still but I'm saying you want to be healthy, man. Well, you ain't got to have no Snickers bar. You want to see your kids play baseball? You go to the baseball field, you have you some popcorn, a Coke. You get up and cheer, you get up and you leave. You go down there. Hey, grandson. Hey, great grandson. Hey, great grandkid. Yeah, that's what you want, man. She's got a machine. She knows what she can and can't have. And she also knows she can't have the whole thing. But he said what did they say? When that happens though, like you say, the Snickers bar. No, I'm being for real. When you hit 75, 76, the medication, it becomes, somebody told me it's like a tightrope. You know how the guy at the circus, he got that little balancing bar? Man, he's trying to walk on that line, that little tightrope. Snicker bars and you can't yell too much. You don't want to overwork it. It's just like a tight, you walk in a tightrope of life. You don't want that bar to teeter. You want that bar to teeter too much. But you can solve that now by just taking care of your health, man. Just be focused on your health. If you 25, get serious now, man. Go vegan. Investigate. Go and investigate the things. Investigate these things. Make sure these things are healthy for you. I got me some bee honey. Straight off the tree. No, I ain't gonna do that one. I should. If I would. I don't have a nest there. I do it. I wish I would have me a beehive out here big enough for me to go and harvest shit. In a minute, I climb up there. I got the suit. I know how to protect myself. I go up there and take that whole fucking hive. Crack that thing open. I eat that right there in the garage. Honey's not now too much. It's not, but piece of honey, extremely healthy. Extremely healthy. But no, I got some honey. Out here they got honey farms. They grow it and they sell it, and it's all straight out to, Some of them will even put a bee in there. I don't like those. Some of the companies, and I'm talking about the small, I'm talking about small, I'm talking about people who have them in their backyard. David, what's the guy, the soccer player? David, the soccer player in Britain, the David Beckham and his wife, they got a honey farm. They got about 5 beehives. There you go. His wife got them because she don't eat, but she got a honey farm back there. May say how skinny she is. She got like 3 of them back there. And she got somebody who goes in there and takes care of it. But she'll still go. She live streams it. She'll still walk back there and pull it off herself. I mean, you gotta go talk to her about it. I wouldn't do that, but she has no problem doing it. But she got somebody who takes care of those hives. And she feeds pure honey to her and David. Because it's very, very healthy. I didn't say eat a whole hive. I said a teaspoon a day. Man, that's some healthy. That's very healthy. That's extremely healthy. Like the stream, man. He said, blame Trump. There you go. He said, a gentleman, I don't know about this one though. He said, a gentleman I know lived to be over 90, ate a pound of honey a day. Yeah, I don't know if that's even healthy. Yeah, Ken, I don't know if that's true. At 90, I don't know. I mean, if he's under doctor's care, yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Because it's still insulin spike. So I can't believe a pound. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Isn't that what they say? John the Baptist, right? John the Baptist, he ate grasshoppers and honey. I see people eat grasshoppers, man. Not my thing, but I think you could just eat it. I think you could eat a grasshopper off rip. I think you can catch one. Right now, you can go in your backyard, catch a grasshopper, and just. I think you can. Now I've never tried it, but I think it won't hurt you or nothing like that. It might be healthy. In the Bible, it said John the Baptist, he was eating honey and grasshoppers. Honey and grasshoppers, not my thing though. Are they? He said grasshoppers are an excellent source of protein. Okay, they probably are, man. Not my thing though. I'm not yeesh. And and you got a lot of countries who eat those things. They boil them. They don't. Man, you know what? We need to go to China. Let's take a trip to China. Man, China, they don't be playing. The Chinese, man, they just eat stuff. That ain't nothing for them. They'll put some barbecue, they'll put some hot sauce on a snail and take that tree branch and just eat that junk while he's still on the branch. See, you got to grow up eating like that. I didn't grow up eating like that. So I can't, that's disgusting to me. That's disgusting to me. I can't handle it. I can't handle the snails. I don't care nothing about somebody telling me they're gourmet. They're snails. Now, you better be careful with snails too. Let me warn you. You better make sure wherever you're getting them that they're legit, because those things are extremely dangerous. They are. Now, when I said the grasshopper, yeah, but you can't do that with a snail. Those things are deadly. They so full of they got so much bacteria, man, you don't want to touch them. Like the stream, brother. Support the platform, man. We trying to figure this thing out. Attorney Pirro, attorney, what's she, Attorney General? Let me see. Hold up. Let me remember. Hold up, where she is. United States Attorney for the District of Columbia, Jeanine Pirro, defied Donald Trump, refused to punish innocent people to clear up his fuck-ups. Thank you. Thank you. You showed more leadership than any of those men, them so-called men or so-called alpha males that he surrounds himself with. You have shown more leadership than they will ever know. And look, stand up for yourself. I got you. Don't take that stuff from him. You need to bring it back to us as a people. Show us respect. Trump has taken that. Trump has humiliated, embarrassed so many people. Don't fall. Don't fall. And let me say something, Pirro. I seen you on the TV. I seen you on the Fox. I don't think he know what he's dealing with. Because one thing you don't do, you don't back down. I don't think you need to ask Trump, have you seen my show? You need to tell Trump, have you seen my show? Because I don't know why you trying to come at me with this. I know what I'm doing. I know all my legal parameters. I know what I can and can't do. Who you think I was born yesterday? I'm 75. I know what I can and can't do. And I'm not going to prosecute someone who's innocent just because you stupid and you made another fuck up. Like the stream, brother. Trump is just showing everyone that left his administration because of his corruption was correct to leave. Yep. Yep. And that's what you got to, that's where you do get re-energized with American, because you hear these clowns. You got all of these YouTubers. These people are clowns. They think it's okay for Trump to violate people's rights. They think it's okay for Trump to bully people. They think it's okay. And then you get someone who won't accept it. And these fools, and I wish she was president. I wish she was president. She'd sue your head off. I wish she was president. I'm just fair. And that's why you'll never be president. That's why you'll never be president. The alpha male got put in his fucking place. There you go. Mm-hmm. So Trump is the biggest. Yep, he is. Yeah, I don't even know. The JFK, man, I don't, man. Man, I'm so glad I ain't a kid. I'm so glad I'm not 6, 7 years old. This man's talking about no immunizations. This is crazy, man. This is America, man. This ain't no third world country, man. He don't want to immunize the kids. Man, just think about it. You got kids going, they could get sick from the other kids. Bruh, you know what, bruh? Yeah, I don't even understand that, bro. Like the stream, brother. Support the platform. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. Oh, we took care of Jimmy. Don't worry about Jimmy. He's gone. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. You got to think about other people too. You got to think about people can be contagious, and your kid would have to deal with that. And that's scary, man. Now, when you say if you don't want no schools and you say homeschool, okay, maybe that's the whole point. They want the kids to homeschool. And public education, man, we need that, man. You need to have a public educational system, man. If you don't have that, the people suffer. The country suffers. When you look at Iran, one thing they real big on is educating their people. They're big on that. They don't want their people to be stupid. They don't. They want their people to be smart. And look at what they're doing in this war. They're winning. Trump's lying. And that's fine. We're not going to find out for years, but he's lying. They're with the cutting edge. They're the next generation. Trump says he likes stupid people. He likes low IQ people. He likes obese people wearing a Trump, American flag as a cape and a Trump shirt on the front of them and a MAGA hat. While he's a billionaire living a life only people can dream about. Yeah. He said, got to understand these racists will sacrifice their own white kids to destroy the black race. Any target on immunization really, damn, you know what? I didn't even look at it like, so that's what that is? Wow, I didn't know that. He said the whole immunization thing is really going after black. I didn't know that. Wow, bro, that's crazy, man. The enemy within, bro, that's our problem, bro. The enemy within. People got to have trades, man. People got, even on the computer side, software side. I see all of these learn AI, even that. Even that, learn AI. Learn AI. Like the stream, man. We got the join link posted, man. Shout out to TD for the $50 holler, man. We need it. We appreciate you, brother. Hold up. I got the join link out here. Hold up. We tell the truth over here, bro. We don't have to lie. We actually can vote. We got our voting rights. We don't have to blame immigrants on everything. We don't do that here. Actually, I don't have a problem with immigrants coming here, taking advantage of the benefits that the politicians give them. I don't have a problem with that. Why would I have a problem with that? The dumb Negro, the Negro got his hand. The problem with the Negro, he got his hand out. He wants somebody to give him something. He hasn't learned. We're all the way in 2026. Man, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, bro. You keep thinking somebody gonna give you. Say, you give me something. Somebody needs to give me something. It's funny when I say that. I hope you give you something, man. I hope you deserve it. It's like the dudes when I walk to get gas. I see them brothers. He be standing out there, be hot. Talk about him, I get $1, man. For what? You gonna pump my gas? Which you ain't gonna do. Well, why should I give you money? When you give me a reason I should give you something, I'll give you some money. But ain't just fuck with a nigga, man. Help me out. That's how these niggas be. They think the politicians gonna give them something because you give me nothing, I ain't gonna vote. Guess what that means, you dummy? That means you don't count. So if you don't vote, if I'm a politician and a group of people say they ain't gonna vote, I'm cool with that. Okay, I ain't giving you nothing anyhow. Okay, now who gonna vote? I'm gonna help the people who vote. I'm going after the people who vote. Do you vote? Yeah, okay, that's what I want. Let's talk benefits. Let's talk what I can do for you. Do you vote? Yeah. Yes, sir. Right here in my community, the Latinos, they ownership, businesses, they growing. Guess who that main consumer base is? Niggas. The main people who are making them rich, Negroes. But guess what? They lobbied the politicians. So all of these laws and stuff they're getting because they back politicians financially. And they've created a wealth. And their consumer base is the Negro. The Negro don't have nothing. He don't have no stores. He don't have nothing. And you see it. Now, it ain't about making up nothing. You just watch it. I can go out. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live on a Friday night. I'm gonna go to a Latino nightclub, and I'm gonna watch you look at all them Negroes lined up trying to get in there to spend $100 and $65 to get in. Because you think I'm playing, don't you? You think I'm playing, but you can believe that. You can't tell me nothing about it because I've been around. I grew up, and I remember when there was no Latino record. There was no radio station Latino, and then over time I started to hear it, and just doing life, you fly by, you be like, okay, so this is in Spanish. This is in Spanish. Now, if I listen to it right now, bro, they on there talking business. They be in there advertising on there. Take your car here. For all your needs, go here. For all your laundry and clothing and tailor, go here. School uniforms, go here. Yeah, I'll be like, yo, man, I said, how come black people didn't do it? I said, how come black people don't know how to do this? I said, man, them people stick together, bro. They keep it in their language. Okay, if you want, all the businesses advertise there. And they're doing well, man. They prospering out here. They're prospering out here. The politician is going to bend over backwards to serve them. They have money. They donate to campaigns. They donate to a campaign. They're not just sitting around with their fucking handout. They donate to campaigns. They fund re-elections. They go to the town halls. But then again, the dumb Negro, he's going to be what he is. So I can't do nothing about that, bro. And I ain't trying to change that. Pirro, why you guys do this? Hold on, no. I gotta call him out. Why do you guys do this? Why do you guys do this? This woman, he hired this woman. This woman got the job. She's the attorney, attorney general. Let me see, what's this? I think attorney general, right? United States attorney for District of Columbia. Okay, that's her job. She is a Republican. She worked at Fox News. She's a Republican, rock solid conservative. The minute she disagrees with Trump, here you go. Here you go. The minute she disagrees with Trump, the woman's got a family, she's got a future, she's got a reputation. She has some legal aspects of like prosecuting someone that's knowingly doing that. But because she don't want to jeopardize that, here we go. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Now, all of a sudden, you want to blind the woman. Well, how come you didn't say that when she was trying to get the job? Now you want to insult this lady. And this is the Republic. I hope you know this, man. This is the Republican game, bro. You see what they doing to her? The minute you disagree with fearless leader, they throw you under the bus. A lot of you Negroes going to find out the hard way. They don't need you. They're going to use you to get what they want. But once they done, they're going to get rid of you. Guy said, Derek said he Republicans. You're right, man. That's why back in the 60s, it was power to the people. Back in the 60s, all of the Vietnam War, they was talking about the people. They weren't talking about no Republican. They weren't talking about no Democrat. The Black Panthers, it was power to the people. They weren't on no side. It was power to the people. YouTube have made these fake activists. These dudes are fake. YouTube has made that. These dudes get paid by the Republican Party to just make up shit. Lies and BS. YouTube paid, social media pays these guys to have these positions. Back during the 60s, wasn't no social media. It was power to the people. They were not political entities. That's my well, I ain't gonna say that. Well, anyhow, the doors. The doors. Come on, baby, light my fire. You got to listen to that, man. You don't listen to it. It has a slow build to it. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby. It gets better, better, better. You wouldn't understand, though. And that's why they made it. They made it the way they made it like that on purpose. And you don't want to understand the doors. You wouldn't understand, what's that brother's name? Hold up. I like the doors. Hold up. What's that brother's name? Jim Morrison. That's him. Jim Morrison. You guys wouldn't know nothing about the doors. And that's what's sad, man. When I see people, man, just they don't know nothing about the doors. The doors, they weren't trying to be black dudes. They didn't, man. And we moved away from that. So, and I spoke about that yesterday. Bro, ain't nothing wrong with being white dudes. The Doors were proud to be the Doors. They weren't trying to be no black dudes. They didn't come in and say, we want to look like James Brown. Hey, let's dress up like James Brown. Come on, let's dress up like James Brown. That's what I'm saying. You got the Eminems and the John Cenas. You got the Kid Rock. That's what I'm saying. You got those guys, they want to be black guys. The Doors, bruh. And like I said, you don't know anything. Of course, they don't know who the Doors are. Why, YouTube, you need to make 35 the age to put up a channel. You don't know anything. Here we go, right here. Right there. There you go. See that? Them the Doors. Those are the Doors. You see that? Those are the Doors. That was a 60s band. They've got some classic hits. But one thing that you notice, this was the 60s. They ain't trying to be black dudes. Back then, James Brown, and I should have put a James Brown picture up there. He was hot back then in the 60s. I should have put James Brown next to him. They weren't trying to look like James Brown. They made their music, whoever like it, who don't, who don't. And that's what I'm saying. We're in a different world now, man. The Doors were cool. They were cool dudes. These were the Doors. They still got songs people listen to now. Fucking Doors, man. The Doors. He said the monkey. The Doors. You know what? You know what? You know what? My whole point is we've changed, idiot. Now all the black guys want to be, all the white guys want to be black guys. That's my point, you fucking moron. And that's what I mean. You don't know anything. I can't make a point because you don't know anything. And if you knew what I'm talking about, you would understand. The Doors weren't trying to be black guys. The Doors were the Doors. They were cool. During that time, they were cool. You don't understand that. Got rid of him. Yeah, Val Kilmer did a wonderful job playing Jim Morrison. I think that was a career. Well, Val Kilmer, did he play Batman? I think that was a career role for him. Though. No. I think he did play Batman, but I think that he did excellent. I remember seeing it. He did an exceptional job playing Jim Morrison. But then again, like I said, you got to understand who he was. You got to understand the Doors. You got to understand the band and the time in the Vietnam War. You got to understand all of that. All of that comes together. You see what I'm saying? And no, and listen, you could disagree all you want to. The John Cena's, the Kid Rocks, the Machine Gun Kellys, the Eminems, all of these black guys who want to be, all these white guys who try to dress black or want to act black. That's fine. I didn't say they couldn't do it. I just said, damn. What's wrong with a white guy being a white guy though? Why is it such a big, why you got to be a black guy? It's wrong. I don't like, see, you don't understand. I don't like that. And that's what you don't understand. Because I don't get it. Why you want to walk around with an Allen Iverson basketball jersey, some oversized pants, and Jordans? I don't get it. He said, hold on, look at this right here. This is where you're getting into just madness. Look, check this out. Hold up. This is where you just be on YouTube and you so full of hatred, you just get into literally your brain has come undone. He said, speaking of come undone, that's the Doors. She's come undone. Na 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 na. I don't know the lyrics. They had a song called "She's Come Undone." That's the Doors. Well, anyhow, this guy, he's come undone. Now, check this out. He said, nobody wants to be black. Right there. You fail for the Democratic brain. So wait a minute. Because I'm black. What the fuck the Democrats got to do with what I am? Good Lord, brother. You want me to vote for the Republican? Good Lord. Can't you come up better than this? This is the best you got, Mo. I'm disappointed. Mo, I know you can do better than this. Nobody wants to be black. Y'all fail for the Democratic brainwashed. I don't even know what to say on this. I don't even know. Who failed for what the Democrats got to do with me being black? Bye, Mo. Some people, they're so stupid, you just block them. You don't even try to discuss it with him. He just got blocked. Bro, you so stupid. It's pitiful. And the Republican Party, they should block you too. They don't need you. Your stupidity, it defies logic. They don't even need you. You're an idiot. This nigga said, nobody wants to be black. You failed for the Democrat brainwashed. What? Bye, Mo. We got rid of Mo. He had nothing to contribute. Or he's a lot wrong. Like the stream, man. Oh, let me put this down here. And the reason I show the Doors, I'm just trying to show people they don't understand this world because they haven't lived long to love. Bruh, white guys weren't trying to be black guys in the 60s. No, they weren't. You don't even understand. You have no concept of that. All of these fake yo, John Center, Kid Rocks. Donald Trump's. You wouldn't understand, brother. And I don't expect you to understand. Like the stream, man. Support the platform, man. Like the stream, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, man. Support the platform. We under fire over here. We under fire, the dumbasses. I don't toe the company line. They want me to be a clown. They want me to spew the same foolishness. I'm not going to do that, man. First of all, I get women. That's another way. I'm not an incel. These dudes are incels, bro. That's first of all. And Jeanine, Jeanine Pirro. Shout out to Pirro. She stood up to Trump. I've been in corporate spaces, brother. That's what you don't understand. I've been in corporate spaces. The only way he can dominate her is if she lets him. She don't have to let him do that. Especially if she's doing her job. If he's trying to get her to do something against her job, she can stand up to him. Now these coward simps that he hires who lie for him and say Jan 6 is okay, ask her that. She ain't gonna say that. She's not gonna say that. She don't have to kiss his ass. A lot of you Negroes don't understand. A lot of these Negroes, bro, they not men, bro. They like children. They want somebody to take care of them. They're not men. They're not men, bro. They're cowards. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Shout out to Jeanine Pirro for standing up to Donald Trump. Shout out to her. Thank you. Thank you. And maybe she can show a lot of those cowards, those congressional cowards. Maybe she can show them the way. It would take her. All these alpha males, supposed alpha males. And I saw Myron. Myron Gaines made a plea. Woo! Myron Gaines made a plea for Trump to let the Tates out. Woo! Bro, it's a weird world we live in, bro. It's a weird world. Don't look like he's gonna do that. It don't look like he's gonna do that. And I fucks with the Tates. The daughter, I seen all three of them. If you got to go to the internet, all three of them. The brother who married the British woman, they had 3 kids. The daughter is a lawyer. She stays away from them. No. Check it out. She don't diss them. She just don't want to be a part of the stuff they do online. That's what she said. I don't want to be a part of that. If they're gonna be talking like that, she said, I don't want to be a part of it. She is a practicing attorney. She's straight. The daughter straight. Daughter married and all that. The father was a brother. I put a picture of him up a month ago. Will Trump intervene? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if Trump is going to intervene. Like the stream, brother. Like, share, support, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the super chat. Shout out to the people on the Cash App. Shout out to J Rock. $50 holla. Appreciate you, brother. J Rock, I don't know who this guy is. He's been there for years. Years sending me stuff. He must be some guy who listens at work. I appreciate it, brother. I need it. Greg for the $10 holler. Shout out to Joey for the $10 holler. And some dude sent me a $10 holler. He was talking about some incel stuff. Well, I'll try to do it, man. I might have to just send you an email back because that particular content, that might not be something you want me to speak on. Guy said he's an incel and he was asking me a question about it. I think I might have to refer him somewhere else because that ain't really my lane. Yeah, it just ain't my lane, man. Like the stream, man. And we'll be back, man. We'll probably be back later on today, man. Like, share, support, man. We had to put this out here, man. Hold up. Support the super chat, man. Support. Here we go, right here. Subscribe to the channel. Here we go. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the super chat. Support the show. There we go, man. Cash plat for game, bro. Support the platform. Somebody in my old Cash App, somebody, I don't know what people, they have ways to mess with those things. I had to change it. My old one is I still got it, but it won't receive. I don't know what they do to that stuff. And these people know all these tricks of the trade. You come on a YouTube, you don't know what these people know all types of little ways to disrupt and all of it. Hit the Cash App, man. Hit the super chat. Subscribe to the show. Cash App, plat for game. There you go.